and out of the shadows.
Welcome to Storm King's Thunder, where me and a bunch of my nerdy ass friends we get together and we like to play Dungeons and Dragons.
Dungeons and Dragons! Meow.
Dungeons and Dragons. We are.
Dungeons and Dragons.
That sounded depressed.
Meow.
Wow, way to kill the vibe.
I'm really mad at missing
Kill the
40
vibe.
minutes of D&D.
Welcome to session 29 of our campaign, where we are right in the thick of it. Last week, the party explored Svardborg, the frozen iceberg that is home to the frost giants of the north, in the sea of moving ice. They had done some investigating, came across multiple frost giants on the island, as well as a human wizard they met named Nilron, who told them that he was after the Ring of Winter and was here for information, and he would not impede their actions. The party did some additional scouting and doubled back, only to find that Nilron had sold them out to a couple of frost giants in the next room. Along with 2 winter wolves and the wizard, the party waged war and got the better hand of them all. The wizard, having wrongly put his money on the fucking giants, overconfidently popped into the room thinking he was going to blast you guys down with some of his frosty magic, just to find out all of you have frost resistance. So there's that. You guys discovered a clutch of 7 dragon eggs frozen over in ice, as well as some booty and a giant owl that you guys were able to communicate with and learn some secrets of the Isle. You had successfully extracted information from the bird and then decided to go tell the white dragon on the island that was held captive, its eggs held for ransom. Told the dragon where its clutch was and where it could get to it, and that you had cleared the room. The dragon asked what you would like in exchange, and you successfully negotiated your free escape, as well as the escape of the Uthkart barbarians that were trapped in the center of the iceberg, working as slaves for the frost giants. The dragon made short work of the giants within the within the lagoon, and you guys joined up with the Uthkart there, which you discovered to be the Grey Wolf tribe. Quickly, they loaded up onto your ship, weighted down too much to fly, but well enough to sail its way onward, using the seas. You guys had discovered that Storvold was not on the island at all, but instead heading for Bremen, a location where he had previously slain Bergen's mother, and was hoping to utilize an aspect of that to travel to Artus Kimber, his primary target, who we now know is a distant relative of Bergen's. And with that, my dude... Oh, no, you guys did actually arrive at Bremen and talk to your some of people from Bergen's past. You met his father, his mentor, as well as his best friend, Shaggy Luxodon. Thanks to your advance notice, the town had been able to prep and evacuated all the citizens, gathering a meager force of about 40 to 50 guards and soldiers from both the Lord's Alliance and the Order of the Gauntlet. And I think that is where we're going to pick up tonight's session. Couple things before we start. All of you have inspiration because you got a point from My Hero that Davos's mom sang, and I forgot to say that. So all of you mark that down. You get a free reroll. Also, if y'all want to, you can try to bond with a giant owl to see if you can convince it to come back to Nightstone with you. All of you can make an animal handling check, and we'll see how many successes you get and if that pans out. Oh, you weren't supposed to be on that map. Whoops.
Yeah, I wondered about that.
Okay. Well, I was a little bit of a surprise.
I was trying to memorize everything before I said anything.
you clever bastard. Oh, that's 2 fails.
So I'm a little conflicted because Devin thinks we have enough animals, but Goldbrand's a druid.
Well, you don't have one for Stefan. And
Right.
Also, since you spoke to it, you can have advantage on your roll.
Joey over here trying his best to make sure that we get a giant owl.
Nice.
So Zat, and if someone can roll one for Tally for me. Oh, Zat's wasn't on the thing. Shoot. Okay, then I'll adjust it. Tally roll 1, and if he passes, then you guys got it. Oh, he does not. The owl, once you guys land and the gray wolves depart from your ship, flies away into the forest. Thankful, but not that thankful.
I do want to mention something that bastard told us, but I'll wait till a little later.
Okay.
Till we're set.
What bastards?
The owl told us the things, but I'll get
Owl
to that.
Okay.
You guys did want to do a preemptive attack. We were talking a little bit about this while we were waiting for you dudes, thinking that we are going to take the fights to the giants, utilizing the troops and the airship, move downstream, and try to catch them before they get to the town. For the what?
Intercept.
Intercept, correct. Does that sound agreeable? We don't have a tally, so...
I mean, tally 1, 2 said for it, and then
One-
Goldbrand.
Good
Like a
play on
tally,
words. We don't
tally.
have a tally. Yeah, good play on
Oh,
words.
I see now. Oh, God. I feel dumb for not getting that. Fuck.
Goldbrand's about it, I guess.
Okay.
Devin thinks it won't be that easy, but from Goldbrand's point of view, that's a great idea.
Oh, it's not going to be easy.
Let me do one thing.
Goldbrand wants to mention on the way, just once.
I want to show you. This is the town you're defending. This is Bremen. You see the Temple of Hem in the northeast. The river and the lake actually meet right where this joins together, or where the town is. So the Scheingern, I think is how you say that, river, and the Mauer Duldon. The Mauer is the lake, and the river is obviously the river. This is right where it begins to flow, and the town was sort of built up there. There are a couple of other notable things. The 5 Tavern Center, where 5 different drinking taverns are, as well as Noblets, Trinkets, and Buried Treasures, a couple of shops that are currently empty, but may not be for long. Yeah, I had to throw Noblets in there. Like,
I was about to say Chuck Noblets.
you'd have to go and ask, I guess. Actually, Bergo would probably know. Yeah, that's Chuck Noblet. Anymore,
Pub crawl.
you guys decide to take the battle to the giants. And I'm going to show you that map I was resting on for like 45 minutes. Got it. That's the wrong one, isn't it? No, that's that one.
On the way there,
I mean,
Goldbrand wants to mention that it
shows-
might be a good idea. If we can even seize it, fucking Swans T. Sean's over there. Oh, sorry, the fucking owls that just left told us that this motherfucker has a pet rimmer haze, and we might want to make sure we kills that snows. Is all I'm trying to say.
I totally forgot about fucking Hayes. Who has it again?
Like he has one. Like the owl told us
It's
that
with
he
them
has
on
a
the
rimmer
ship.
haze with him.
Right,
yeah.
right. That's right.
Yeah.
Storvald.
So I just wanted to verbalize that as Goldbrand. before
Tally
we
will
get
ask,
going.
well, friends, what do we know of this Storvald? Do we have any idea of his weaknesses? Or any or his
Frost
powers or
giant.
capabilities?
All those of a frost giant, probably plus some.
Mm.
I'm
Terrifying.
thinking White Dragon / Frost Giant.
Somewhere in
Probably
between.
got somewhere in between.
Like a
there.
giant dragonborn. That's terrifying.
I wonder if fire hurts him.
Good question.
Couldn't hurt.
You guys do begin your approach, and you see that the ship is massive. I mean, the Westwind Wyvern's a couple hundred feet, keel to, I don't know boat words, front to back. But this is nearly 500 feet end to end. I'm going to send you guys a picture, and I just want you to know, there's a human-sized longboat in this picture for scale. It is manned by 20 frost giants, who all have oars like oak trees. The sails are massive and numerous, with an unfamiliar Jotun rune emblazoned on the center of the main sail. You see ballista loaded and ready, and dozens of chunks of frozen rocks. The bleached skull of a dragon is secured to the front of the ship as a figurehead, and even from this height, you can hear the frost giants as they sing their rowing song. Loop.
It's a big ass ship.
Fredbot, I choose you. Fuck, that's not right. Fredbot, I choose you again.
20 frost giants.
There we go.
If it's Weatherman, I'm gonna be pissed.
No. Loop. Okay. So, do you guys want to try to sneak up onto them? You haven't been noticed of yet. You're still relatively high. Captain Tajin tells you you're far enough to where you can't really fire accurately, but you're not likely to be noticed either.
Jesus. Well, Uthgar's fucking Christ. That's a lot of giants.
21
Yeah.
giants plus a rimmer haze. It's a good bet.
In order to accurately hit him, we gotta drop down.
Correct. You'll probably be within their range to get close enough to fire accurately.
Cobra wants to ask
They
Tajin,
can
how
shoot
close?
up.
Can their
Can
ship
they
aim
shoot
up?
sh-
You don't know.
Yeah.
How close
I
do
mean,
his have to be to drops the things, the flasks?
Accurately,
Yeah, the dragon's breath.
probably about 100 feet. It is a moving target, and while you're moving too, you're gonna have to get kind of close to make sure that they've hit the ship and not just land in the water or around it.
I mean, we got 500 feet of aerospace.
Of what? I felt like that was a pun.
Room for error.
Error.
You know,
Oh,
if we go to the front and drop it,
that's fair. Yeah. Well, you have that vertically, but horizontally, not even 100. I
okay.
mean, it's maybe 100. It's pretty big.
Big distance. What y'all think? I mean,
If you,
Cobra doesn't
I would
have
say,
any,
if you have something like a spell or an ability that you think might help conceal your approach, you might be able to get a surprise round in.
Do we still have that fucking powder?
You do? It would turn you guys invisible, but not the
Yeah,
ship.
not the
That's a
ship,
good bit.
yeah.
I have
Pass
passed.
without a trace.
I have that. I didn't prepare it. Joey would have to allow me to re-prepare it.
I mean, I don't mind
But-
letting you retcon, but I don't know if it would work on the vessel itself.
That's what I was thinking it wouldn't.
I will say one of you has something I thought of. I won't say what or who. One of you has an
Already
ability. Perhaps, yeah.
So
It's something you've
it's-
used before, multiple times.
Is it? It's not fog cloud, is it?
Could be an upcast fog cloud.
When did we use that?
Goldbrand used it in the very beginning because he had druid levels and he was squishy.
He also
So I
uses
hid
it
the-
at your concerts, like as fucking fog machine.
Yeah, it's stage fog. Yeah, but I used it to hide the party in dangerous situations when I didn't have a lot of tank.
Do you want to do that? You'll have to cast it at least.
I can only cast up to second level spells.
I was gonna say third, but I think you can second instead. You have to use a second level slot because normally it makes a 20-foot sphere. But I'm saying that you're trying to flatten it out over a broader distance and thinner. And if you do the upcast, it's 40 feet.
I'm so sorry, my brain is scrambled. This is fog cloud, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm being liberal with its uses because it says a sphere of, instead of a sphere, I'm saying you're making more of a flat disc.
I was about to say a 20-foot spear. The way that we measure things for straw is 40 feet from end to end.
20-foot radius sphere. I think with spears it's like top to bottom, like full radius or full diameter. I could be wrong on that, but I'm saying a second level will be enough, so don't worry about the literal mechanics of it. Do you want to use the slot to try to do that?
Yeah, for sure. I don't have it prepared if that's okay, but
No, that's cool.
I will go prepare it now.
You watch as Goldbrand swirls his hands about, and almost like airbending seems to form mist, and it seeps out, first forming a ball, and then growing and growing and growing, before he flattens it out. And the ship, and it just slowly sinks almost through the ship, the fog pouring off through the railings and reforming a perfect cloud cover beneath. Tajin notices this, begins to dip down, along with the fog cloud, and you guys are within striking distance. If you guys want to throw a crate over, that's 2 people's actions. You have enough people to where you can man either all 3 cannon, or 3 of the 4 cannons, or you could have 2 cannons manned and have 3 people firing off spells and shit. How do y'all want to divide that up?
Do you get a certain sort of like do the cannons get like a bonus from like a certain stat or something?
Yeah, well,
Like dex?
no, not a bonus like that, but you see, it takes 3 people because 1 person loads, 1 person aims, 1 person fires. So 3 people to fire 1 around. There are a couple of crew members who are helping you. They get a +6 to hit, and they deal 44 damage on a hit.
That's worth it for me as far
pretty
as
solid.
spell damage.
Yeah.
So, do you guys want to throw the crate over as part of this surprise round, or?
Yes.
What all is it all of it in the crate or is
That's
like
up
is
to you
this our
guys.
one shot? Like what is said crate comprised of?
How many crates do we have? I
Well,
guess.
you just have
Yeah.
1 crate of 60 vials. Now, you can throw the vials off, you could throw off like 10 at a time if you want to try to. It'll sort of affect the damage output a bit, but
I think I think we need to focus on setting these ships on fires. Who drops their whole crates on the river haze? Probably not going to kill a motherfuckers that boils from the insides. But we drops the fires
Right.
on enough of the ships to burns the ships. They can't. They have to wade to the fucking towns if they don't drown.
Hells yeah, full crate. Let's do it.
So I need.
Yeah.
Well,
Okay.
we'll say 2 NPCs to do that. 2 PCs to do that. 2 of you are
Overall,
going to
help
fire
is strong.
cannons, and then 1 person can try to make a ranged attack with something that's about 100 feet away.
I'll help Goldbrand heft that crate over the whatever side we're hefting it over.
Okay.
Gorbran appreciates the help, but he is Herculean now. He's,
Oh yeah, he got that new belt. He's big pimpin'.
Yeah, he's stout.
Do we still need 2 people then? Is he that stout?
He can technically lift a size bigger than he is. I will say it'll take 2 for Goldbrand 1 to lift, and then somebody to help him position it properly.
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Devin, you died again. What was that, Dev?
It doesn't make things not awkward.
Yeah.
Like if it's big enough, you still have to have help. No matter
I
how
mean, it's
strong
probably I think a maybe 3.5 by 3.5 crate. You know, it's pretty big, pretty heavy, but not for you.
I'll say Tally helps Goldbrand. They're partners in crime.
Okay.
I think Bergen said he was gonna help.
Well, Bergen and Tally probably have the best range of who's on the ship, I think.
I got 120. I could still
Okay.
hit him with some guiding bolt.
Okay. So, why don't we go ahead? You guys are close enough to do a surprise round. Fire off the guiding bolts. Devin, roll 2 d20s and add 3 to each. And Bergen, if you'll roll 2 more d20s for the 2 cannons.
I don't get to make a strength check.
Guiding bolt.
You're
was a very
technically
odd
making.
request.
You're kind of attacking with an improvised weapon. Is the way I'm kind of looking at it.
I see.
Because
I see.
the lifting, it's not the issue. It's hitting what you're aiming at the bottom.
I got you. No.
All right. So
I just wondered because the request was weird.
Spencer, both of yours hit. Devin, you
Okay.
hit, and your guiding bolt just meets Brandon.
Oh,
Solid. Well, that one doesn't count. So
I'm assuming
you said to
we're
roll
hitting the
2.
ship or anything. I didn't really specify what
Oh.
I was
That's
attacking.
what-
but
I was gonna apply
will-
the damage to the ship, but if you wanted to try to aim for a particular figure, you could do it, but it would be at their DC, which is higher.
I would.
Goldbrand wants-
I'm gonna hit
oh.
the ship.
Yep, I'm about to say, don't push it.
I mean, theatrically, we could say I try to hit someone and it just hits the ship, but
So it's 88 damage for the 2 cannons to hit. Roll damage for your guiding bolt, and Alchemist Fire is 1d4. Devin, roll 60d4 for me.
All right. So I don't. I only needed 1 attack.
Damn. Yeah, you're good. I was thinking it advantage because Tally was helping you, but
Now Goldbrand wants to drop the crate
Bergen.
with Bergen's help in the best place he thinks to set the ship on fire, as they discussed.
Okay. You're gonna aim somewhere toward the middle, I imagine. 93. That's pretty
With a
solid.
bunch of ones.
Yeah, I see that. A couple 4s, a few 4s in there too. 93. And then the 22. You guys do a feck a ton of damage. 216. You watch as the ship, the alchemist fire strikes and immediately erupts upon it. You hear screams and shouts, cries and Jotun as these giants try to figure out what the fuck is going on. The Remmerhaze, unbothered, screeches furiously. Storvald begins scanning the skies and soon spots the oddly flat cloud from which this had fallen from. You guys, we're going to do a roll-off. It's just going to be 1-1. So, pick one person and have them roll a d20. Ooh, that's
Get it,
pretty good.
Brandon.
You need
Bergen.
to roll high.
Oh, Bergen, get it.
Virgin, get that nat 20 we were talking about earlier.
God,
it's his story
please.
plot.
Ooh.
Remember how I killed your mom?
Fools,
Not-
you fools.
Roll advantage? We'll let you roll one more for personal vendetta.
He didn't. He didn't technically kill my mom. He like sent some little dog to do it, but whatever.
That's not the kind of attitude.
No, you would know
For
from.
vengeance.
So I'd say you would know that he is the giant who destroyed the temple. Now that you've caught visual of him, and you had there were a couple things that were alluding to it, like Helm had mentioned at a time. But yeah, this is the dude. This is the motherfucker.
No shit.
Yeah. So y'all did a fuck ton of damage, and all 4 of the ship's ballistas begin to turn to you. Several of the giants grab stones, and I'm going to apologize in advance. The 4 ballista hits.
Can we tell Tajin
Hit.
to
On your turn,
Elevate.
you can. 4 hits
Elevate.
from the ballistas. Oh, that's a fuck a ton of damage. Hang on. And then, here's the worst part. 8 of the frost giants grab boulders and ready them. And they're going to fire too.
Do they get disadvantage because they can't see us? Do we not have cover?
They're
or
aiming
anything
at
of
the
that
cloud itself. If you were a small creature in that cloud, I would say yes. But they know there's something behind that cloud.
Can't see us.
We
They
take
see a
over
flat
the
cloud though. They don't have to be
Yeah,
aiming at
basically the
you.
size of a cannon.
You were part of the cloud line, and then you descended 100 feet. You're the only cloud that's remotely close, and also oddly right overhead. So that's 1 hit. 2 hits. 3, 4 hits. And last round, 5 hits. And those do a little less.
The ship should still have like double the hit points of Goldbrand though.
Your ship has 250 hit points.
Let's see.
And they've just done over 210. They did 210. You guys have 40 hit points left on this ship. On the only thing separating you and a 100-foot free fall. It is now your
Retreat.
turn. What do you do? Retreat. Yeah, good call.
Yeah.
I like to think like after the first impact, Tashin's like, fuck, up, and then begin rising away.
Can we assess the damage of the ship before we bail?
You did a pretty decent chunk. You did. It's probably over bloodied. You guys.
Is it on fire or are they struggling
As
in any
you-
way, shape, or form?
You like peer over the helm of the ship. Oh god. And you look down and you see that part of the center mast is fire. A couple of the sails have caught. But Storvald steps forward and throws out his hand, and a blizzard erupts from it, similar to the mage's spell, the Cone of Cold, and freezes over the mast and
That's what I
stops
figured.
the fire. It did do an incredible amount of damage. This is far from repaired, but it is in rough condition. You guys back away as quickly as you can, and you begin to make a beeline for town. But as you're watching the ship, you see that Jotun rune on the sail ignite, not in flames, but in this ethereal gray-green energy. And all of the sails swell as this mighty wind picks up behind them and propels the ship forward. The ship is now moving faster than you are. Thankfully for you, it has to follow the path of the river, and you guys can make a beeline for it. The race to Bremen has began. Since we had Spencer do it last time, begun?
has begun.
That's fuck. It's
You didn't
beginning.
conjugate the verb correctly.
Anyhow,
It's big Bremen.
shut. Ugh, okay, we're done. I'm calling it a night.
You
Bergen,
know,
roll a d20 for me again. Just a flat one.
Oh god.
Yeah, no pressure, dude.
Well, 10 fate.
Oh, they rolled low. That's good.
Oops.
Doesn't mean a 71,
71.
though. 16 passes. They rolled a 9, so you got lucky. While their ship is swifter, you do manage to get to the town quickly and notify your troops. But those minutes before the storm, each minute drags by as if 10, and the calm is maddening. Some pray at the Temple of Helm for justice. Some for protection from Storvold's return. Some try hurried last-minute preparations, fletching a few more arrows, sharpening their blade one more time, as if the difference in a single stroke can lead to salvation. A thick snow falls in the Arctic city of Bremen as the evening sun gives the clouds and snow bluffs a red glow. The citizens of this humble town now evacuated, with a force of some 40 soldiers ready to fight alongside you. The snowfall dims the horizons as you peer downstream into the swirling white for any signs of the inevitable enemy. And finally, the guards sound off their horns, and you look through the light through the snowstorm to see the dark outline of an enormous warship, the Krigvind, which once again rushes for the shoreline. Some 50 feet away from the shore, Storvold, a towering figure with a massive horned helm, leaps from the boat, and as he makes contact with the waves, ice erupts from beneath his feet, freezing the churning sea in a matter of seconds. The figure stands tall and lets loose a chilling bellow, as over a dozen other giants leap from the ship and onto the icy seascape, begin their charge. The chittering Remmerhaze, enormous, crawls down the side of the ship, and with a mighty heave, Storvold climbs atop it, before joining the charge of giants that now race for you among the frozen shoreline.
Shoot.
Those fucking familiars. Goldbrand mumbles to himself.
Did and Bard.
Deja vu, it's crazy. Alright, so here's the war room for Bremen. We're gonna make a couple of quick updates, because some shit happened. Their Krigvind is working at half capacity. It's a D2 instead of a D4. Each of you can pick one of these units that you want to fight alongside, and pick one of their stats and increase it by 1. So use the freehand tool to like cross out 3 and make it a 4, or whatever. I'll do the same for them real quick.
What do y'all think? I feel like both of those are suited for y'all too. I can take the Wyvern if y'all want, or I can take one of the other two.
Also, remember you have Tally. And y'all can join the same one. Like, y'all can do the Lord's Alliance, but do 2 separate stats in the Lord's Alliance.
Well, I was gonna say as the fighting was getting started, or right before, Goldbrand will want to tell Bergen, he says, "I'll handles the big fucking polars worms if you can handles the giants." Talking about Storvold.
Polar worms.
That's
Word.
Word. Polar worms is what they call them in the
Remmerhaze?
Drizzt series. Yeah, that's what
I
they call
see.
them in the Drizzt series.
Polar worm. Ew, that's disgusting. I don't like that a bit.
So I'll handles the big fucking scary centipedes.
Does
You
that mean
handles.
it's smaller because it's cold?
Ah. You guys mark which stat you're increasing. Andale, riba. Just pick one. It's you can pick attack power or defense toughness, and you get to increase 1 stat from that by 1.
Goldbrand will increase toughness for the Westland Raven to 13.
Cool.
He's gonna tell them to stay the fucks out the ways.
Fire from high. All right, good call. What about you two?
Gross.
And pick Tally as well, Devin. You can just add his stat. You don't have to.
He'll do the same thing.
The toughness as well.
Yeah.
Then make that a 14 instead.
Will do.
I'll do Lord's Alliance.
Cool. Bergen and the Knights of the Gauntlets. Pick your stat.
I will do I'm gonna do toughness for knights. I'm assuming I've got knights. Yes. Knights.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. That's cool. All right. And with that, shit, you guys didn't mark it. You bastards. Toughness for the Knights, and then which stat did you say for the Alliance, Brandon?
I'll do toughness as well.
Toughness? Cool. All right. You guys are in your armies as the Strang? You've said this once and I forgot already. The clang of battle begins. I'm going to roll
The
2
Strum.
dice. The Strum. Thank you.
The Scrum.
Whatever. They actually roll higher. They got a 17. You guys got a 9. So they're going to fire first. The Frost Giant Infantry comes up on the Knights of the Order of the Gauntlet and goes in with a cleave for an attack roll. They have a 17 to hit, which does hit, but now they have to beat your toughness. And they do. So Bergen, mark that down to a D3 for me. The Frost Giant Boulder Hurlers, they're going to make an attack toward the Lord's Alliance. Attack roll. Oh, that was a shitty roll, so they're good. And the damaged Krigvind is going to try to fire on your airship. What do they get to add to that? +4. 13? Does that hit?
Does not hit because of the bonuses.
No, it's for their defense, and it meets their defense. So now they have to make another one to the toughness, and they rolled a 4, so you got lucky there. You guys' turn. What does your unit do?
Which unit? All of them?
You guys each are commanding a different unit. What does that unit do? Who does it attack? Well, Brandon and Spencer, you guys actually have to attack the Frost Giant infantry because they're the infantry. You have to fight them first. So each of you roll a d20 toward them. And Devin, you can pick your target.
The Westwind Wyvern wants to hit the boulder hurlers.
Second. 11 plus 4, which is good. Roll another one, Spencer. And Devin, roll yours for the boulder hurlers. 18 does hit. Solid. So the Frost Giants get diminished a bit, down to a 5.
Did I roll a 1, or is it because I put the wrong thing?
Why does it say S20?
I don't
know. That's what I was wondering. I'm gonna do
it
it.
doesn't have a dice on
again.
it.
I'm gonna do it again here in a second. See if it rolls a 1 again.
D20. Roll another D20 for me for the thing.
That's
7
plus,
does not.
Well, it's plus 4 power.
Yeah, which would bring you to 11, which is not beat. Oh no, that meets the Frost Giant Boulder Hurlers. Sweet. So they get. Whoops.
So they're
a D3.
What's the morale thing? Oh,
that's only if they're diminished.
But they're not yet. They're not yet.
Speaking of which, the Westwind Wyvern is diminished. It is fighting at technically a quarter of its capacity, but I'm going to be generous and say 2. Same as the warship. The Frost Giant Infantry go in for another slash on the Knights of the Gauntlet. 16 for the first swing, and a 10 for the next, if they do not manage to hit you. Frost Giant to Lord's Alliance. 3 plus 9 is 12, which does not pass. So you guys are good. Devin, who are you firing on?
Hold on just a second. Because the airships are diminished, they have to roll morale checks.
When they're hit. When they're hit.
Oh.
Yeah. Keep going.
Okay.
I'll tell you when to do.
I got you. They're gonna do the same thing. They want to get those archers off of our infantry and Bergen and Davos down in the field. And Goldbrand too, I guess he's down there too, but you get the idea.
Did you roll, Devin?
I'm sorry. I keep forgetting I have to type the roll. I got you right now.
You can just roll the d20 with the button. Okay, that passes. Roll one more. Also, here's a picture of Storvald and his horrifying-looking Remmerhaze. You guys have fought one before, but this one is massive. The spines on it are terrifying, and it's literally like...
Is that as written?
The
Remmerhaze? Is this like content art? Well, where did you get this art?
Oh, the art, I don't know. Google, you know.
I see.
But, it's just a badass. Unfortunately, the second one does not come through. And you guys are getting a little nervous, but you hear piercing howls echo out of the western woodlands, and your blood runs cold as you remember the frigid breath of the winter wolves. But instead of the white fur of the Arctic beast, you see dark figures with elongated limbs, fiercely hurtling toward the beach. And leading the pack is a dark figure wreathed in flames, charging toward you with ferocity. You hear panic among your men as the creatures race up to the edge of the battle, but as 2 thunderous, familiar booms echo out, and 2 frost giants fall to their knees, a mighty cheer resonates through the city's defenders. Goldbrand, you know these creatures through Uthgard legend as the Cursed Claws, but the rest of you know them by their more common name, werewolves. And leading them, now close enough to see clearly, is Zatari, riding a black, flaming steed and wielding a pepper box in each hand. He gives you a tip of his head and a sly grin as he fires a 3rd shot into the air, and the werewolves begin their charge in earnest. And we welcome back to the table, Josh / Zatari. Glad to have you back, dude.
I'm Cowboy Gandalf, y'all.
You're right. I'm gonna move.
I just like Goldbrand straightens up. What the fucks?
Josh, I went ahead and put you down for power to make that a +4, and we're gonna say since you're popping in, why don't you go ahead and make a roll, my dude?
Okay.
Or rather, 2 rolls. See how this pop pays off.
Gee.
Damn, nat 20, first roll back. G fucking G, dude. Because of that, you get to roll the next one on advantage, and you didn't even need it, so that's perfect. Who do you want to be hitting? You can probably hit anyone since you're flaking. And the ocean is frozen.
We'll do the infantry. Why not?
Cool. All right. You managed to knock them down another one. As we return to, I think the Giants just went, so it's y'all's turn again, yeah? So the rest of you, go ahead and pick your target and fire.
It's the
Said
same.
me and Bergen gotta do the infantry.
It's the only thing
For
you have
now,
to hit,
yes.
I think. Has to hit the boulder throwers. Is that a D12? No, it's
Davos, that hits. Devin, that hits.
Oof. 11 again.
11 does not. Oh, wait, for the boulder hurlers, yes, you do hit them. And that's more than an 11, Devin. That's a 9 plus 4, that's a 13.
Rip me.
Spencer, that
So
hits. Spencer and Brandon both need to roll again. Yeah. First one he makes an attack check. The next one he makes a power check to see if you deal damage. What do you get to add to that? Plus
For
4.
power plus 4, yeah.
That does work. Spencer, can you roll one more for me? Yeah, solid. So y'all knock that down from a D4 to a D2. And because it has, it actually gets to, it has to make a morale check because you guys knock it down with that first attack. 14 plus 3, it does pass the morale check. So it's good there. Devin, did you fire your second?
I did. It
Oh,
was
that's
the
right. The second
14
was
that
the
I
fizzled out.
misquoted.
All right. They go back, and I actually remembered something. These guys actually have martial, which means they deal double damage. So the Knights of the Gauntlet are actually a 1d2, not a 1d3. My apologies for that. The Frost Giant Infantry is going to take aim at the Knights once more. If they hit, they get to make you make a morale check. They miss the first strike. The Boulder Hurlers are going for the Lord's Alliance. That one passes. What do they got to beat? A 14? 19. So they are going to ping you for 2. Make the Lord's Alliance a D2, please. And now the Krigvind. Seeing the West Wind Wyvern, and the Grey Wolves. It's going to try to take the Wyvern out of the sky. It's going to fire its first blast. Oh, 11 does not pass, does it? No, it does not. Sweet. So we're back to you guys. You 4 pick your targets and swing.
So I'm wondering if I need to start hitting the Krigvind or not.
Just
I don't know
pick
if
a
y'all have any thoughts.
Yeah, just pick a target and roll 2d20. Or
That's
if you
the infantry I'm attacking. 15 hits.
that passes.
9 does not.
Plus 4 is
Oh,
13,
plus 4.
which passes their toughness. So that bumps them down to a 1. They have to make a morale check. Oh, they got a nat 20. I don't think anything special happens for that, but they do pass. They are at 1 though. They're pretty fucked. Alright.
Did they make their morale check?
Yeah, they got the nat 20 on it.
Okay,
Uh,
that's what I. Sorry.
Listen, motherfucker.
I
listen.
think I failed my roll already.
What do you get to
I
add
was-
to it? A plus 5? So that's actually 14. That does pass. So both of those pass, which means
Okay.
the Frost Giant Infantry fall.
Oh, dang.
You guys have successfully defeated their opening force.
I guess.
I don't know what that nat 1
for.
was for, but somewhere in the battlefield, Bergen trips. Okay.
Goldberg runs by, picks him up by the armor, like, come on, we got shit to do.
Josh and Devin, pick your target and roll 2d20.
For the Wyvern, it's gonna be the Krigvind to try to run it off.
Cool. Oh, I think that's a miss no matter what you get to add to it, dude. Yeah,
Same.
sorry. Alright. 5 plus... Oh, a 9 does not get you, unfortunately. So it's back to their turn. The Frost Giant Boulder Hurlers. They're gonna
Boulder
aim...
holders.
Boulder Holders. Oh my god. They're
That's
gonna
what
go...
they're gonna be doing after I'm done with it.
Oh god.
No, 'cause they're gonna be
I can
dead.
see...
They're gonna be stuck holding the boulders. That's all.
Yeah,
That's what I
okay,
meant.
yeah. Not carrying around massive boulders of Davos, Dragon Slayer, Giant Slayer, Dawnbringer the Third. They are going to fire off at the Lord's Alliance. First swing. Ooh, that does pass. Yeah. 15 total. Oh no, you guys have a 16. Solid. Alright, the Krigvind's going to fire on the West Wind Wyvern.
Get wrecked.
19. Ooh. 14 plus 3. So that not only do they ping you, you have to make a morale check.
Do they ping for 2?
So if you were a fortification, they would. But I don't think, I don't count as... I get that it's a ship, but I see it more as a siege engine than a fortification.
Ooh, that's a good morale check.
Yeah, you would have been dead. So you were at 1d4. If you lose that last casualty, you're out. Okay?
I got you.
So, oh wait, you ordered them to fly up, didn't you? Oh no, that was earlier. I'm sorry. So it goes back to you guys. You guys can now choose any target because the boulder hurlers and the ship are both in the sea of ice. Brandon, both of those pass. Who are you hitting?
The boulder holders.
It's gonna be a thing now, isn't it? Okay.
It definitely is.
Welcome to the wonder world of DMing. The thing you would
Oh,
never expect
God.
that becomes the long-running gag.
Spencer, solid.
Nice.
Who you hitting, dude?
Boulder holders.
They have to make a
Yes.
morale check. 14 plus 3. Okay, so they passed that. And Josh, who you hitting?
See if I do it. I don't think I do.
10 and 11. If you're hitting the boulder holders, you can.
Okay, well, go for it.
You didn't hear that from me, but I know a guy.
No. Yeah.
All right, you guys watch as the werewolf cavalry that is sort of charged in from the side begin like leaping like 2 to 3 per giant, and just like the giant swats around trying to get them off, but the creatures go for the soft spots, the necks, the gaps in the armor around the forearms, and they are just going for blood.
The dick.
The dick, give the old dick twist.
Yo, dick twist.
As just the Krigvind remains, manned by a few giants itself, of course.
Goldbrand to Bergen and Davos.
Devin, did you
That's
strike?
fucked up. I did. I rolled a 6, natural 6.
Oh, I see. So you don't hit. On the Krigvind's turn, Storvald, still upon his steed of the Remmerhaze, looks panicked. He's going to try. You watch as he barrels his way past the battle, charging past your troops. You guys can try to make an opportunity attack, but if you get in front of this Remmerhaze, it has a chance to deal an attack on you in return. It's a intense creature.
Bergen's gonna do it.
Get it? All right. So Knights of the Gauntlet.
Oh snap.
1d4. Oh fuck! All right, here we go. Or no, d2. Excuse me. Roll an attack. Roll 2d20, and they'll roll 2.
Oh god.
Yeah.
Oh, they got a nat 1 on their second one, and you got a nat 20 on your second one. How fucking poetic is that? You do manage to catch Storvold in the leg. I like to think that you see them charging forward, and instead of rushing forward to meet them, you conjure before them either your mace or your spiritual guardian, and they just go in for a swing, completely catch him by surprise. It does cleave him very well. You see blood sort of spatter from it, but he presses forward. You see him heading for the temple, which is way up on the hill. And you guys begin to race after him, trying to intercept him as the troops try to finish off the Krigvind. Goldbrand, I imagine, gets featherfalled down to join the party as you guys race together. And Tally, that's right. You race up to the edge of the temple, and you see Storvald there. A red, glowing stone in one hand, an amulet in his other. And he cries out, "The black fens of Elsir!" as he crosses them. At first the amulet grows white, but as it arrives with the red stone, it shifts to a crimson. And this dark red mist rises from the floor and swirls about, forming a portal, which Storvold steps through, and immediately dissolves behind him. He has made it to Elsir. And as it's 10:30, we're going to take a quick break. Yeah, that's right. Make you sweat a little bit. We'll be back in about 5 to 10. So, see you dudes in a second. We'll go ahead and dive back into it, boys. All right. As Storvold disappears behind this veil of mist, you guys begin frantically panicking, trying to think of anyone who might be able to get you into that realm. And Tally grabs at his head in pain. And he seems to be unwillingly projecting all of this to you. And you hear the voice of Zafuhiri. And it tells him, "You must pursue him. Strike at the air with your knife and cut the mist between realms. You must follow wherever he may lead, lest he arrive too soon." And Tally reels for a second, grips his fist, and with the flick of his fingers conjures a knife, stabs into the air and pulls down. And you guys watch as this purple rift seems to appear, and it broadens to show a steaming bog. And you feel the hot air seep through as you step through and touch down into several inches of murky black water. You find yourselves in this humid, tepid swamp. Roiling roots of Mangrove trees surround you, and bugs buzz around you noisily in the late afternoon light. The air smells foul, and you gather that you have found yourself within the black fens of Elsyr, but not within the frozen area you have seen in visions and dreams.
Well, fucks.
Which way did he go, George? Which way did he go?
You also don't know if you are where Storvald came through. You just know you're in the swamp. You got most of the way there. You begin to wander, searching for any signs of the frigid wastelands. And along the way, Tally and Bergen, you both spot an enormous crocodile, 15 feet in length, and is floating lazily in the murky water. You try to skirt around it, but you see two more not far from you, but they don't seem to have noticed your presence yet. You guys can either fight these giant crocs, or you can try to sneak around. What do you do?
I mean, I think I'm gonna fail
Try
my
to sneak.
saying, yeah.
Yeah, I don't have Pass Without a Trace prepped. But
Everyone
Something
make...
tells me that's not gonna matter.
What was that?
Something tells me that's not gonna matter.
Oh, nat 20 solid.
alright. So you need one from Tally and one from Goldberg?
I don't see one from Tally. Yeah, I need one from everybody. So is that two?
Oh shit.
18, 17, 8. Damn, y'all. All right. Even with the nat 1.
Ah, there it is.
I mean, the nat 2 neutral. You guys are silent. In fact, you guys sneak
Goldberg
around.
pretends to pass Cast Without a Trace.
It gives you the confidence you needed to do it. I love that. Thematically, that's fantastic. You should start doing that. I cast Pass Without a Trace to the group, and then DM me like I didn't cast it. Like,
No cast.
you guys proceed around the swamp very carefully. Within that, and that one from Taliban.
Yeah.
You guys pass around. Feel like you've made good progress. When Tally steps in an area that he presumed was ground but is not, and his foot sinks 2 feet in, and you hear as one of the gators turns and sees you and begins to rush towards you. But as it does, you watch a large serpentine head rise up, and another, as a hydra lunges forward at the 3 crocs. 2 of them it catches instantly, killing them. One of them skitters away, and while the hydra proceeds to swallow one of them whole, the other 2 heads tear apart the second corpse, filling their mouths with scaly hide and turning the water a deep crimson. I'm presuming you decide not to stick around to see if the hydra is still hungry.
I was gonna say we're running and like watching all this over our shoulders. Right?
As
I
soon
will.
as the first head comes out of the thing, Latari turns his propulsion boots on and just starts
I love it.
straight up.
Here's a pic
Ouch.
just so you guys can see. It's
I don't
kind
wanna
of terrifying.
Yeah, it's a whole bunch of note.
Fucks all of that shit.
Another hour passes as you guys wander through the swamp, and you feel like you're not making any progress. This place is incredibly large. It's taking you more time than normal to travel through it. When Tally and Bergen hear something, and not knowing what it is, I need all of you to make another stealth check.
I'm dead.
This is Tally.
Oh,
This is Goldbrand. Why are you asking me now? Why would you prompt me?
okay.
Wow.
So, you guys all try to lay low, hidden within some of the underbrush of the swamp. And you see a band of lizard folk, hunters, by the look of their spears and crude bows. They're wandering the swamp in search of prey. One of them muses aloud in Draconic, which Tally understands and relays to you. King Jank will be displeased if we do not have a tribute for the Horde. And the Ghost Lord will surely pay them a dreadful visit if they are unsuccessful. You hear them talk, perhaps we should check the east fence. And you hear one of them say, perhaps we should drift further south, split into groups. And they seem to concur and split out. And you feel as if they've gone when Bergen You turn to find one immediately to your left. It looks at you, and it tilts its head. And it stands tall, looks around, does not see its allies, and looks at you before saying, I have not known elves or humans to be here for many years. Tell me, traveler, why are you here in this place of monsters?
I seek a frost giant who's crossed from our realm into yours.
A frost giant. Perhaps he resides within the frozen wastes to the west. You come all this way to pursue some villain. Why not let the Horde take hold of him?
I can't leave it up to fate. Plus, he's after something we need, and I've got a grudge.
All fine reasons to pursue one's prey. I am Druat.
Well met, Druot. Thanks for
Devin.
not ratting us out immediately.
He tells you, before the Horde took over this place, I was among the forces trying to stop it. Now my tribe pays tribute, so we are not consumed by the ever-growing range of monstrosities. I can point you in the right direction, and gives you rough directions past some noticeable landmarks. It tells you to be cautious, as lizard folk are not the only ones hunting the swamp this day.
Well, shit.
I like to think that's just how you end it. Well, shit. Turn around, walk away. You guys wander for another 2 miserable hours before the bug-infested travel finally yields and the air grows cooler. You notice a chill in the water, as well as the absence of bugs, as you draw near to an ice shelf of this dark, frozen water, just thick and sturdy, and you find you can walk upon it. You walk for an additional hour, over the precarious terrain, small islands of frozen dirt scattered among the icy rivers and pools, before you hear heavy footfalls. As a massive frost giant, donning the same helmet you've seen, stands above a ledge of what was once a canyon. The river that ran through it now a perfect, icy, razor-sharp field. In Storvold's hands, Bergen, you see the same axe, a large, ivory great axe. And the shape of it, now that you've seen it, reminds you of the whale bones that you had seen on Svardborg. He seems displeased. He turns about, catching sight of you guys. And he snarls. I know few of the small folk who can traverse the realms, and even fewer who make it back, as he pulls back his axe, and we roll for initiative.
Oh.
Yet.
Yeah,
Fuck Sims. Kill the shits out of him, holy mans.
you're gonna try. I'm in the wrong encounter.
Dude, Bergen.
No, yeah, it's every time, bro. It's just my initiative.
We both have
It's like-
inspiration.
You do have
Yeah,
inspiration.
everyone-
You can use it for this, or you can use it for something else. Close
Yeah,
call.
I'm gonna save it. I technically still have my first one. I never even used my first one.
I'll let you have a freebie.
So it's
Sure.
not letting my results go through for some reason.
It's showing
I see.
in roll 20.
Oh, it is? Sorry? Okay.
Yeah, I
Well, the
see it.
first one was a 20. It tells me that you shouldn't be able to see it for whatever reason. So.
Oh. You're right.
But hey,
It
as long
does-
as you can see it.
It does say advantage. I'm not sure what that's
No,
about.
no, the one before that.
I don't know.
came through.
It was on
I see.
my sheet.
I don't know where you found this music, but I'm dying.
As you should be.
Like in a good way?
Yeah, it's intense.
I figured something a little Nordic would be fun for the Frost Giants. And Valkyr's not here. Why are you in initiative? Alright. Oh, you say that and it stops, Devin. Why'd you break my music? There we go. Alright. let me. You guys are going to be down in this area over here, across the log from where Storvold is. So you guys can drop your tokens. I'll drop the Talabundo. And you guys can kind of arrange yourself however you want to be from, Devin, I think you just marked on yourself. Yeah. And you guys can kind of position yourselves within 5-6 squares of the edge of the canyon there. I think we're... I'll fix it, dude.
Roger.
Virgin?
Not me to draw that.
No, you good. Oop, there we go. Alright, so arrange you guys however you want to be arranged as we start with Talaband, who I'm going to say is starting on this tree stump here.
Like we're all drawn on accident. That's hilarious.
You all are in the marker from the last thing, and we never really use it, so you guys are like, what the fuck?
Oh boy. So Tally gonna do what Tally do. Does Tally see the rumor haze?
He
I
does
don't
not.
remember his name.
You can... Tally can use his bonus action to make a perception check.
I'll do so.
I will do so.
I mean, I figure he can point it out to the rest of us if he sees it, right?
Damn! No, yeah. The 2 worst rolls Tally's ever had. Thank you, Devin Green. Nope, you wasted your bonus action. What do you want to do with your action?
He's gonna take his attack.
Get him.
With the K, Kareem. Is it only 1 he can do this round?
It's 2 he can do in the first round. 2 with his first action. Solid, both of those hit for a total of 19 psychic damage.
No sneak attack.
Well, I'm thinking, do you get sneak attack? He's not within 5 feet. You don't have advantage on the hit.
That's what I'm saying. No sneak attack.
No sneak attack. Gotcha. That's 19. Sweet. As we go to Zat, what you got, dude?
Oh boy, I have so much shit. Okay.
Fuck him up.
Alright, I'm just gonna blow my extremely large load now and then do nothing later. Okay.
Same. My goal every night, actually.
Yikes.
What a
Okay.
holder.
I will normal attack with my pepper box first.
Get it? Ooh, a 13 does not hit.
That sucks.
Yeah.
Alright, and then I will use...
Well-
So, how does this work now? Because I have
So
2.
yeah, so you have 2 weapon fighting. You took it originally, I
Yes.
think. So the
Yes.
way you can make 3 attacks a round, 2 with your action and 1 with your bonus action.
Okay.
Because you're a fighter who's level 8, so you get 2 attacks, and then because you have the 2 weapon fighting, you get a 3rd shot with your offhand.
Okay. Gee, I'm about to shoot like so many fuck times. Alright. Alright,
Get
we'll
it,
try. This is my second attack.
Solid.
should
That
hit.
hits. You can also pop. Your shots are now
Oh.
smites, so you can pop them after you hit if you would like.
I will. So
Or
that's
like
the
smites, I should
damage. And then that is the... So 6 plus 7, I guess.
So 13 damage. Okay, you still have your bonus action. He's gonna make a dex save. Oh, he rolled decent. What does he get to add to that? Dex, he gets to add a +6, which makes 12, which does not pass. So that's storm shot too. Good. I was worried you were gonna use frost shot. You still have
What
your
an idiot.
yeah. You still have your third, or you still have your bonus action. What do you want to do?
Okay, so I can use my bonus action to attack, right?
Yeah.
Again. And then, okay, I'm gonna do that now. Gonna be ridiculous.
And if you can drop the storm shot into chat, I'm trying to remember if
Yeah.
that's the one that he can't move, like it stuns him.
I believe it is because that's what
Yeah,
he used.
stunned until the end of next turn.
Yeah, that's what he used on the
Solid.
giant and Roadhog.
Unfortunately, that
Oh, that doesn't count.
no, you're good. Unfortunately, that 15 does not pass. But you watch as Zat fires off his leg glows a bit, and lightning arcs up to his arm onto his offhand weapon, and he fires. And as it hits into Storvold, more lightning arcs around him, and he seems to tense up and lock and seize, and looks on you furiously.
Okay. Not done yet. Don't even
ahead.
don't even fret. I'm gonna use my action surge.
I've missed you.
Action surge, holy shit, to use pepper spray and shoot 3 more times.
Beautiful. You get with action
Dude,
surge.
if you can do that again, keep going.
Yeah,
And Devin,
literally.
correct me if I'm wrong. With action surge, you get a whole nother turn. You get action and bonus action. Is that right? Or is it just another set of actions?
It is.
Additional action on your turn. Oh, so that's
Yeah,
right.
additional action. but
Additional
that's the thing.
action, I see.
Every time he takes the attack action, he gets to make another attack action.
Yeah,
But
so you
there's
can
no-
make 2 attacks. You're using the pepper spray, which actually uses the full thing, but fire 3 blasts from that.
All right. Do I get another shot after that or no? 'Cause if so, then I'm gonna do.
No, just the
something in
3, I
addition.
think.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Because the pepper box will take your extra action, and that's the only thing it's granting you.
Gotcha.
If it takes both attacks.
One of those misses. Roll damage for the other 2. And your gun actually jams on that 3rd shot. The first 2 still
Yep.
go through. And
That
even
was
if it were
most
the
of your
middle 2.
bullets anyway.
Yeah, I gotta reload regardless.
Yeah.
So that's 22 more damage. Woo, boy.
Tatori's like, wait, you want that man dead?
Zatari the
Choose
bounty
that
hunter
bad,
coming in
right?
real strong. Like,
Pointed at that guy, right?
So I forgot about this. You watch as the shot seems to seize on Storvold, and he grits his teeth and uses one of his legendary resistances to shake it off.
What a bit.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Storvold 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, actually, no. From there, you watch as he coils his hand in front of him, and you see the moisture from the air draw in and form a large knife. To you guys, a greatsword. And he hurtles it towards you guys. He's gonna aim for Goldbrand, dead center of the group.
Fucks you. Fights me.
A 15 plus something, which I know your armor class
Yeah.
is at 15, so yeah, he hits.
Yeah.
Goldbrand, take 10 piercing damage,
oh boy.
and then everyone but Zatari make a dex save for me,
He did the thing.
including Talbot.
Yeah.
Both of you fail.
That's a 10 with a +6.
Devin, do you make a dex save for this too?
Yeah.
You were the
that's right.
primary target? I think you do.
I think so.
I think so as well.
I have advantage because I'm a barbarian.
Okay, solid. So those of you, Goldbrand, you pass, and you have cold resistance. So you take 8 damage. The rest of you take 16 damage. Oh no, you failed. Excuse me. 24 ice damage. No, I'm sorry. You have the resistance. That's right. Hang on. 32. 16 ice damage to you 3. Bergen, Davos, and Talbot. Devin, can you keep up with Tally's hit points? Is that cool?
I can't try. Oh, is it on the token?
You can put them on over the token. I think you can put in numbers there.
I've got you.
Sweet. And with that, we go. Oh, where'd my initiative tracker go?
I think it was me next.
So Goldbrand technically takes
Go ahead.
that 16 damage, right? Because he only has resistance one time.
But did you pass the throw? You passed the throw, which is what's happening.
Oh, okay. I
Yeah.
got you.
But thank you for being a bro about it. All right. He is not going to progress further. Davos, your turn.
Gonna hit him with some guiding bolt, hopefully. Anyway,
Get him, yeah. Pop, pop.
more like 1 pop, but I'm
Ah.
pretty sure that hits.
Roll some damage. 20. I love it when you upcast shit too. Oh. Solid. Excellent chunk of damage. Have advantage. What you got for that bonus
these
action,
are
dog?
5 or 10 foot squares.
These are 5.
I'm gonna just move a little bit right here. Maybe right here.
The squad.
Right there. Cool.
Separate a little bit so we don't all take area of effect damage.
No bonus action?
Not that can reach.
Cool. All right, Bergen, your move. What you got? The man who killed your mom is throwing fucking shards of ice at you.
Motherfucker. Alright. I'm doing the Sparked Weapon for my bonus.
Get him.
Chippa-chippa-pow.
You can,
Yeah,
you have
buddy,
to cast
upcast
it.
the shit out of that.
2, 3. Okay, you can only cast it 60 feet, so you can only get it on either the squares in front of him or the ones immediately around him, on the left or right.
Immediately.
Like you could do like
Okay,
here
Is it
or here or in front of
to
him.
the left? Chwa.
Tally's a lefty. That's what we'll say. 22 hits and 13 hits.
And then for my action, I'm gonna do shooting ace.
Get him.
Chapow.
15. Does it add the D8? Is that right? Is that how I did that?
The what? Huh?
I don't think it's supposed to be the...
Talking about the divine strike.
Yeah, I think it's supposed to be...
That's a class thing.
Oh, okay, thank you. I was like, oh fuck, did I make this OP by accident? Shit. No, you pop him with the mace. You actually have advantage too, so roll the mace one more time. We'll see if it hits.
Oh.
Or if it crits, I mean.
You're welcome.
Ooh, it's solid, but... Alright, so that brings us to Goldbrand, unless you want to move, which you can do while he's doing his turn. What you got, Gully?
Gobrand doesn't see the Remmerhaze either.
Correct.
Well, I don't like that.
I couldn't retroactively use my bonus action to look, huh?
I'll allow it. Make a perception check. Perception or investigation, we'll say.
We'll go with perception.
16. I think it has to make a stealth check. Give me 1 second. Let me see what it gets to add to this.
You are a merciful DM. Thank you, Joe.
You're welcome.
I know what Gobrand wants to do,
Ooh.
but he wants to find the thing, the polar word.
Oh, fuck. So, as all this is happening, Davos, you see beneath this river of frozen ice, through the creek across the way, just up here to the northeast, a dim glow. Creature seems to be burrowing through the frozen creek water, or traveling in the water underneath the ice. And it seems to be coming around the corner and approaching now that it hears this conflict. So you know, roughly, that's over here.
I yell out, in the river below.
In the river below, boats and hoes. Alright.
Well, thanks,
Oh.
Uthgarst, for bards. And Gobrand wants to cast Moonbeam on it. It says 120-foot radius.
Moonbeam. Not where I expected you to use this spell. Drop it in chat for me?
Same!
I feel like you're doing that for some reason beyond the damage, but I don't know. That's maybe con save.
We're all at ranged. The sooner I get closer, the less I can use it. When I rage, I can't. This is the only time I'm going to get to dish out any damage, so I'm just going to find the thing I promised Bergen I would kill and rain comments down upon it.
Con save? Ooh, it gets add a hell of a lot to this. Yeah, dude, that's a 17. Sorry, dog. Does it take half?
Hold on a second.
Go ahead, take your time. We got all day.
No, I got it. I put it in chat. I'm working on it. Yeah, have as much damage on a successful one.
Shape changer makes it through disadvantage.
But it's every turn, and I can use my.
60 feet next direction. I see. So it's a
I can move
concentration
around.
thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Cool.
Is
Pop a concentration thing on you. As a
Not
giant,
bonus.
as oddly through this late evening, in this tepid, humid environment, you see suddenly the clouds part and a full moon appears, and a beam of light just shines down. And you don't know anything about the cosmology of this place, but that moon looks fucking huge. Keeping with your space theme. As we go to the Remmerhaze, which you watch.
Bonus action, Gobrand will turn into a dragon. It's the concentration buff. It's the dragon constellation.
Not turn into a dragon. Yeah, thank you. I was like, wait, what? Did you get polymorph? Fuck. So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. I think you have a 50-foot speed. Yeah. Boom, boom. The Remmerhaze rises up through the water, clambers over the ice, and climbs up the rocky cliff face. And it's going to go for a strike against Davos, because it's the only one he can actually reach. He's going to go for a bite attack.
It started its turn and it's Moonbeam, so it has to take damage after this.
Okay, do you roll the damage again? Or does it do the same?
I think it's a save again. Must make when it starts its turn, must make a con save, and it takes 2d10 or half on the failed save. You can do that after this.
Plus 5, yeah. 15, does that pass? Yeah. So we'll take the half again. Solid. It rushes up the cliff and goes to strike against you, Davos, and it's gonna go for a bite attack. Does a 19 hit? I think a 19 meets, doesn't it?
E19 meets.
So take 32 piercing damage, 8 fire damage,
Oh my god.
and you are now grappled and restrained.
Oh my god.
And
So-
almost dead.
So this thing rushes up, and these huge mandibles open wide, and you see this orange glow beneath its mouth as it lunges forward and just pincers Davos into place. With that, we go to Valkyr, who's not here. Why does it do that? Salamand! / Devin.
Oh boy. Yeah, buddy. Tally's going to. Is it possible that he can take cover around these trees and still hit the rimmer haze with his high crit?
Yeah. And he can reach around, and we'll say it gives him. Well,
He's trying to
he
get
has
cover
enough
from
movement
Stormwall.
speed where he can get all the way around. I'd say you'll have to pick who you get full cover from, but from the other person, you'll get half cover.
He's trying to take cover from Stormwall, but
Okay.
he wants to throw his side knives at
Remember, Hayes? Throw him.
Yeah, the rimmer haze fucking up Davos. So he gets one of these, and then
Does not hit.
I guess he's gonna put Hunter's Mark on it instead for his bonus action, so he can't use
Okay.
his bonus action to attack.
I will mark that with the bonus action as we go to Zat. What you got, dog?
I have a question, I guess, with one of my
Sure.
class things. So I have darkness as a spell.
Mhm.
Can I just like cast darkness on the Rebellious head so he can't see?
It covers a
That's
big area, so yeah, you can cast darkness where it is. Depending on how you place the circle, it might get Davos in it. Since
Right.
he's in the mouth of the Rimmer Haze, you're probably gonna get Davos in it.
Oh, and it's in his mouth. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
Then never
he's
mind.
grappled by it.
Yes, because it says if you point to choose it on an object, it's like stays with the object. Kind of what it says. So
Oh,
I
I
was
see what you're
hoping
saying.
like to
I
throw
don't
it on
think
its head and be like
I get what you're going
blind,
for. I don't
essentially.
think it technically works that way for creatures.
for the.
Yeah, but
Okay.
you can cast that area of effect if you would like.
No, that's gay. I'll use. All right, I'm gonna use both of my grit points and do violent
Oh.
shot.
Okay,
And oof,
get it.
do I kill Davos or not? You know.
Yeah, do it. I mean, he's been picking
Okay.
fun of you this whole campaign.
Exactly. All right, so we're gonna shoot the Rimmer Haze in the face, and if he dies, he dies. You know.
Go ahead,
Okay.
fire away. And
So-
refresh my memory on the violent shot.
So for each grit point, my attack gains a +2 to the
Solid.
firearms misfire score. So my misfire score will be 4 now, and
Cool.
if it hit, I can roll an additional damage die.
I'm actually reminded. I think you got a nat 1 in the last one, so your gun is jammed. I think you have to use an action to make
Yep.
or an attack to make a tinkerer's check.
Yep.
Or a bonus
So,
action. I think you have a feat that makes it a bonus action.
Either way, I have 17 actions, so it's fine.
Yeah.
I'll use the first one to unjam it. Do I have to roll for that? I've
Yeah,
never
roll
actually
a.
jammed.
It's for tinkering tools. Roll a dex check for me. I don't think you
If
have.
if he's proficient, he gets to have this proficiency bonus
Yeah.
because it's a tool check.
12 plus. Or that was a save. Roll again for me. Roll a check.
Oh my god.
No, you're good. There
Oh.
we go. So yeah, you immediately, and I'm pretty sure you have a bonus action thing that lets you do it. So with your bonus action, you pop it loose. You still have your action to fire 2 shots. So you could do the violent shot and then one other.
Do the violent shot first. So my misfire score is 4.
Cool.
So I roll a 4,
Damn, baby.
which I don't. And I add an extra die. So with this
Plus another
plus
d10. Yeah. And then roll another attack after that. Did you get the
Damn.
extra die from the violent shot?
yes.
Because you get an extra die for the crit too. Roll another d10.
Jesus.
So that's 10 plus 9, 19 plus 5. So 24
Yeah.
damage.
Can I specifically aim for the eye? Not that I'm that accurate, but that's just what I say I'll go.
So, okay, yeah, that's cool. For rules like that, if you want to try to do something like that, you can. You have to announce it before your roll, and
Okay.
it makes the DC go up. Like, if you want to hit an
Okay.
eye to blind it, it makes it a little harder to
Okay,
hit.
gotcha. Yeah, I'll do that next turn then. They'll
Cool.
just take the damage from this one.
All right, Storvold, the motherfucker. He is going to 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30 come face to face with Goldbrand and Bergen. And he's going to go with 2 Great Axe swings. One at each of you. Wait, you're concentrating, aren't you, on the Moonbeam, Devin? He's going to swing at you with the first one. 16 plus 9, so yeah. Take 25 slashing and make your con save.
Oh, sorry, that was a strength save. So I don't think I get to make this at disadvantage, but I can't roll less than a 10 because of the Dragon Constellation.
Concentration save, I don't think, is a con save, is it?
Yeah. It's not.
I thought it was like a...
One of you spellcasters tell me. Play more spellcasters.
We'll go with that for now, but look it up before the next one. For concentration, is it a Constitution save? Or... I'm not sure if I'm thinking that because con and con, or...
Let me see on one of my concentration.
We'll allow it for now, but Devin, if you wouldn't mind looking that up before our next go.
Yeah, it's a concentration save.
It is? Okay, so you do pass.
Constitution.
Constitution.
There's a Constitution as well.
See, this is why. And it's going to make its second swing on you since you're still focusing. 17 plus 9. Take another 25 damage and make another save.
God.
Just took 50 points.
Yeah, I did.
And it's probably still alright. Like, bloodied for sure, but not like...
I'm in the second from highest tier. I wasn't raging, so that hurt.
Yeah. Did you make a...
I'm working on it. Cons.
Oh, actually, Bergen, when he makes that second swing, you hear a voice in your head. Utilize my gifts. Constant vigilance, Stonespire. You can use your reaction to... I don't think it would still... He's reminding you that you have shields at your disposal. It wouldn't work in this instance, but you can use your reaction to put a shield on yourself for a +5 or somebody else for a +2. And that's part of your freebies, as your 1-a-day thing. Or you can use it to cancel a crit. So if he or the centipede, or the Remmerhaze get a crit, you can cancel that.
But I have to not have cast a spell the turn before. Correct?
No, for reactions, it doesn't matter what you did the turn before or the turn after. You can use a spell in that. You can use a spell slot for those anytime. Reactions are special.
You get one every round.
Yeah. That brings us to Davos. Now in the mouth of this horrifying beast. You can try to use an action to force your way out.
Can I cast a spell?
You can. You're restrained, but your arms are free.
Right. So
I think your attacks are at disadvantage while you're restrained, if I recall correctly.
I'm going to try to cast Dissonant Whispers. That is a wisdom save of 13.
What does it get to add? Is it 0 wisdom?
3! 3D. Hells yeah.
So
I will display it just so we can all read.
It takes the 14 damage.
And should use its reaction to move as far away from me, and I'm assuming
it
drop
drops
me out of its
you.
mouth.
Yeah, no, that's very clever. I'll reward that. It opens its pincers as it hears. What do you say to it?
Since I'm in his mouth, I'm like, I can see inside your mind, and it's stupid.
Masterfully said. The wittiness of a bard you would expect. I love
that is actually a quote that I will share later.
Okay. You watch as the Remmerhaze, its eyes grow a little wide, and it drops you and hisses as it doesn't turn away, but clambers 5, 10,
back
15,
into Goldbrand's
20,
movie?
25, 30. I think it's going to clamber up here onto the mound across the way. That's using its... Oh, wait, I guess 50 feet of movement would be a little further. Okay. All right. Solid. You still have your action.
That was an action.
Oh, sorry. You still have your bonus action.
Spell. I'm going to run away from Stormvold here.
Is Lay on Hands a bonus?
Let me see.
Because that's not a spell, that's a class ability. So you can use that.
Right. I think it is an action, though.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah,
Okay.
action.
It do be.
It do be that way.
Be an action.
All right, and that brings us to Bergine. What you got, dude?
Right. All right. So, I think he's probably the only one who's below half health.
Me? Yeah.
Yeah.
Goldbrand's pretty
Uh,
rough.
Goldbrand's almost critical.
Almost critical.
He took
well,
the
what's
2
critical
axes.
exactly? Is that below half health?
Yeah,
Yes.
I'm in a quarter easy.
Okay. Channel divinity between Goldbrand and Davos. I guess this is my action.
Cool.
How much is it? I think it's 40.
I think you're right. Yeah. So, how many points do you boys
it's
need before
40.
you get to full health, or to half
Well, they
health?
can only
half
have
health.
up, yeah.
Brandon, you too, dude.
To get to half health, I need
Yeah.
like 17 or 18 ish.
Okay, we'll say 18.
30.
You need 30 to get to half health.
Yep.
Half health?
Yeah.
Yeah, I believe it.
Damn, dude,
Yeah.
that thing almost
Yeah.
ate you for lunch.
Yeah.
I told you when I was almost dead.
All right, so
Yeah.
Devin
As soon as he
gained
ran away,
18.
I was like, oh no.
Devin gained 18. Brandon take 22.
All right.
Solid. And as you do that, you feel Helm's approval. You being a guardian, you being a protector, and you feel like you can make a swing with your mace.
Oh. Well, shit, I'll do it. At, fuckface.
Story boy, get him.
Yeah.
Fuckface, I love it. 27, yeah. All right. 10 damage, let's go. All right, okay, sorry. That's a lot for a cleric. I'm really proud of you. So this is now a permanent thing. Whenever you use your action to heal, you can use your mace as a bonus action. The regular or the ranged. So
Okay.
Or you should just be
okay.
always healing then.
Yeah,
it's pretty solid. Gullbrand, your friend, picks you back up from the 2 massive cleaves that you have across your chest. The wounds begin to seal themselves up, and you look up at him, still not feeling great, but not nearly as bad as you were a minute ago. What do you do?
Man. Well, I feel like at this point it necessitates the rage, so Goldbrand will
Drop him.
be sad. Be sad he doesn't get to burn the Remmerhays some more, but he'll rage to stay alive, and he'll hit him back with his axe, because that's what barbarians do. He's like, all right, no, fuck you. Fine. You want to play this game? We'll play this game.
Yeah. Solid. Both of those hit.
Those make us +4 total.
So
That's my
19,
range.
28, 32. Solid. It is the Remmerhays' turn. Unless you want to try to move. What do you think, Devin?
Nah, he's just... Nah, not worth it.
The Remmerhays rushes forward. 5, 10, 15, 20. 25. Actually, it was repelled by Brandon? 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 5, 50. Oh, it can't quite close enough to make a strike on Brandon, but it is close enough to make a strike on Bergen. So it's going to go for a bite attack on you, dude. Ooh, it rolled shitty. It rolled an 18. What's your armor class?
17.
You have
Did
the
you wait?
shields.
But did you put on the adamantine armor?
If you did, it would have been disadvantage for stealth checks earlier. So we're going to have to say
Yeah,
no.
I mean, I don't think I did.
Yeah.
Okay.
But you do have your shield, your spell. Do you want to use your free a day reaction to block that?
No, I'm gonna eat it.
Really? Because it's gonna bite you when it does. It's gonna pick you. It's gonna grapple and restrain you. Just a reminder.
Yeah, I'm
P.S.
gonna
He
eat it.
already rolled.
What?
Like,
You're right.
he already rolled it, dude.
Well, that's only gonna give me like an extra 2. What?
No,
yeah,
your shield, your
Enough.
personal shield, gives you +5.
it's my only.
It's gonna give you enough to be over it. You can give someone else a +2, and you can concentrate on that. But
Worth.
shield is for just yourself.
Yeah.
But
Just-
it's only once a day.
You get once a day free, and then you can use your spell slots to
It's-
cast it normally.
It's a first
Oh.
level spell called Shield, and
Yeah.
it casts a reaction that gives you +5 to armor class.
You hear again, constant vigilance, Stonespire.
Constant.
I do it. I do the thing.
You watch as the Rimmer Haze clutches in with its pincers, and a dome of energy appears around Spencer as he throws out his mace and his shield, bracing it. And the creature recoils a bit, just a little shocked by it, and hisses as we go to Talabot. What's Tally got?
Yeah, Tally he's gonna hit the Rimmer Haze, I guess, since he can see it. It's his favorite foe or bonus. What is that thing that I used a bonus action for earlier?
Hunter's Mark.
Yes, he does have it.
And
Hunter's
you
Mark.
do get your sneak attack too.
So that 24 hits, so it gets sneak attack?
The 24 does, the 13 does not. 12 plus Hunter's Mark and sneak attack. 7, so that's 19.
Sneak attacks 1d4.
You mean Hunter's Mark? I think it is.
1d4, yeah, sorry.
So 21. Solid. As we go to Zat, unless Tally has a... Or that was his action and bonus action. Zat, what you got?
Okay, I am going to, just to be extra, run and jump off this ledge and activate my boots.
Oh, okay. I was about to say, that's like a 15-foot drop, but all right. You watch as Zat... you've seen him use these once before. They had actually came home, and you were working upstairs, and they were talking when they had just arrived, and you come, like, bumbling down the stairs as you're first trying to use these and experimenting, and you sort of crash into the wall, and but you guys see that he has refined this technique and perfected it. And as he leaps into the air, the second he would start to lose altitude, the propulsion thrusts him higher, and he travels another 20 feet and lands safely on that log.
And then I'm going to take a shot at both of said baddies.
Get him.
That is a wide miss.
You know what? You know what? I realize now we never used that guiding bolt from earlier, so go ahead and roll an advantage roll on that. On Storvold.
Yay.
Another one. Ah, damn. Okay. All right, that uses the thing from earlier. Roll your second shot. And damage for that one too. 11
for peace.
You guys see the Rimmer Haze not yet bloodied, but Storvold's looking pretty rough. As we go to his turn. I'm echoing on somebody. You're a bastard. It's Bergen. You're a bastard. I don't know why it does that. You watch as Jarl Storvold, his eyes grow wide. And you watch as once again he takes his hands and he pulls them in. And Bergen, can you please mute yourself, dude? You're killing me.
Hold on. I think something's going on with my mic, so...
No, you're good. If you mute yourself in Discord, I think it'll stop it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Thank you. Fuck, where the fuck was... Oh, he draws his arms in, and the moisture from the air begins to harden onto him, forming frozen chunks of armor, as he casts Armor of Agathis on himself. You imagine that he's going to be a little harder to hit, and I don't think anyone here knows what that does entirely, so we'll stop there. He is going to try to take a step back. Oh, Zatari's on the other side of the bridge, though.
I'm in the air, though, so
That's fair.
I'm not
5,
technically
10,
in his way.
15. No, he's gonna hold his ground, actually. He doesn't have anything for his bonus action. Wait, is Agathis a bonus action? Let me Google this real quick. If it is, it's the most broken spell in the world, and I'll take it forever. It's an action. Yeah, that's what I thought. All right, Davos, what you got?
You already know what color the blade is.
It's green. It's flaming. Like all bards.
I'm assuming that the Rimmer Haze, because he has tremor sense, would not ever get blinded.
How do you know he has tremor sense?
From before, like when we first faced it.
Okay, that's fair.
I thought it sensed.
No,
us
you're right. It did.
walk-
I thought you were cheating, but you good. Go ahead.
But he is. Yeah.
If he was blinded, he could still sense you within his radius. You don't know what his radius is, but
All right. So let's see. Where's it at? Green Flame Blade. That's probably the damage. Here's the attack on the Rimmer Haze, by the way.
Can Davos just not be like golden flames?
I am going to inspiration this shit.
Do it, yeah.
Roll again.
I think we talked about it previously that while it is green flame blade, it does have sort of the gold and a bit of yellow and orange tints to it. Ooh, that sucks, my dude. I'm sorry. Bonus action?
Yeah. Guess I'm gonna do Light of Lathander on him and Stormbolt.
Retcon that shit? So let's make it it's con save. That's rough. It has to roll under a 10. Rolled a 7. So it does go blind. We're gonna retcon it. Say you blinded it before. I feel like we do this every time. Where you blinded it before, so now you get to roll with advantage. What?
All right. I thought since he had Tremor Sense, it wouldn't matter.
He still has the blinded condition, so I'll say it passes.
Okay. All right.
And he takes the 7 damage from that. 19.
All right.
Yes. All right. So your green flame blade hits on him, and the damage pops over. Oh, is green flame blade fire damage? I think. Oh, it'll say here, won't it? Yes. You watch as you stab into it, and it takes the damage from the pierce itself, which you need to roll, but the fire does not seem to have an extra effect on it, and you astutely gather that it is immune to fire damage. Roll damage for your blade,
Alright.
and do the extra D8. Cool.
And the Light of Lathander should hit Stormbolt too.
15 feet, you're right, so I'll roll a save for him. Let me check his con.
I mean, he's probably
Cons
there, but
+5. Has to roll under a 10. He rolled an 8. So that does not pass your 15. Yeah, so he's blinded too. Shit. Oh, but he will use a legendary resistance.
the bastard.
Yeah. You're eating him up, though. That's good.
Alright, well, since I hit now, smite.
Get it. Yeah, float that damage on.
Let's see, so that's gonna be how many?
Oh, and the fire damage gets dealt to Storvold. The fire damage does seem effective against Storvold. More effective than normal.
Okay.
So, for what it's worth.
It's gonna be shit. Where's it at? I'm trying to see how many dice for the smite.
Oh, I'm afraid I do have more bad news, though. You cut the Rimmer Haze, and as you do, its blood spills onto you a bit, and it stings, it hisses, it is boiling. And I need you to take...
HIV.
Yeah, exactly. I need you to take 6 fire damage for me. You tried to burn it, and it's like, bitch, no you!
Right. Alright. Bind smite 2d8 plus
Get
1 for each spell. We'll do a 3d8 second level spell
Pop it.
for the damage on.
15. 89 minus 15. You didn't hear that.
Is that counting the Light of Lathander and the...
Yeah, that's everything up till this point.
That makes me furred for my life.
You should be. These things are stout. You're just now getting this one into bloody territory. Storvold's not yet critical, but he's looking, he's looking hurt. Anything else for your turn, my dude?
That is it. I guess I moved up 10 feet.
You did.
I'm gonna move back.
It's gonna get an opportunity attack. It has tremor sense.
Stay right here.
Okay.
Tremor my balls.
Bergen, what you got? Holder.
Can I get to touching distance to Davos without provoking an attack of opportunity from Stormbolt?
Technically, yes, because he has a 10-foot range.
He's blinded.
He is blinded. It would be at disadvantage. Thank you. I need to mark him. But he would not get to make one because you're not leaving his 10-foot range.
But I just want to get close enough to do a little touchy.
Oh, he's not blinded. I'm sorry, because we used the resistance.
Oh shit, you're right.
Yeah,
My
so
bad.
you good. Do a touchy touch.
Yeah. Where is
Old
it?
man
Touch
touchy.
my body. I like thinking Davos just here like, shh, like please heal me.
Where the fuck is it? It's healing touch,
I
isn't
think
it?
it's on your character sheet. Very
Hmm.
helpful. Is it a spell? Cure wounds? Is that what you're thinking
Cure
of?
wounds, let's say cure wounds.
It's a touch.
Oh, cure
It's a
was
touch
not
spell.
healing touch. I was looking for healing touch, yeah. Or lay on hands is what I was thinking.
Oh,
Okay,
yeah.
so WAP.
Lay on hands is the paladin ability, I thought.
24. All right, Davos, pick yourself back up. You weren't critical. You weren't doing great, but you weren't critical.
So that was my action, my bonus action. Can the mace make it to the back of Stormball's head?
The back of the spiritual mace. Yes, it can.
Yeah.
Boom, boom, boom,
Alright.
boom, boom.
Brigand's like, no.
Pop 'em.
Pat. Bloop.
Ooh, that does not hit.
Mm.
All right, that brings us to Goldbrand. What you got? Oh, and you had to move here to get to touching distance, just so you're aware.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Goldbrand.
Cool.
Goldbrand will move. If I move to the square directly to my left, is that within distance of this one?
Yes, sir.
Guess he'll stay there. He's gonna use both of his
Ignore
attacks.
That's like patching yourself up a little bit, like. Please. But
Fuck you,
that's it.
Stormwall.
Oh, I thought you were. Didn't you say you move over to hit the thing?
No, I decided not to move because I don't
Okay.
want to be in range of it while Storvald could still smack me.
Go ahead, do damage.
Both of those get +2.
So, 31. You watch as you cut into him. The armor on him seems to take the brunt of your blow, and it shatters. Goldbrand, you're raging. Take 10 cold damage for me.
Thank you. That's already halved.
That's already halved, yes, sir. Whoops, that's not the right number. Here we go. All right. Anything else, Goal?
I forgot he had that, so I'm glad that I broke it so that they can do damage to him. Bonus action, he'll use another use of Wild Shape to do the Archer Constellation and
Cool.
chuck it at the Rimmer Haze.
You are okay. Yeah, that's good. 7. Because it's a ranged attack, you don't have to do the boiling blood. But you watch as some of it falls into the ground and hisses as we go to the Rimmer Haze, which I think is it gonna? Oh, it's gonna.
Oh, it's gonna.
Wow. Anyway, 5, 10, 15, 20. Bergen, you get an attack of opportunity on it.
Do I not?
You do not, because it doesn't leave your range. So Bergen, you can make a free swing. Although if it does,
Do it. Fuck yeah.
26 for 20 damage. Damn. Y'all are
It's
putting
like
it
what?
out.
It's like 78 minus.
Yeah, that divine
Shut up.
strike really acted.
You know what you're talking about, Dad. As it comes over here, it roils up and you see the glow intensify up its neck as it breathes a blast of fire. And it's long enough to hit you too, Goldbrand. Let me double check my range here.
Not surprised.
30-foot
Devin's
cone.
not surprised.
It's angled. This is it's not a paragon, but it's something similar. It's gonna hit. So I need Brandon, Spencer, and Devin to all make dex saves for me. And roll high.
Not happening.
None of y'all will die from this, I think, but we'll see. Davos pass, Bergen fail. Goldbrand? Oh, I see it now. 11.
Yeah.
You fail too. So, Davos, you take 14 fire damage. Goldbrand, you take 14 fire damage. Bergen, you take 28 fire damage. As this motherfucker comes around to roast you. That brings us to Tally. What y'all got?
Tally will. Yikes. So Tally wants to.
Tally will yikes. Accurate.
Tally wants to ascertain which one looks the worst and just chuck knives at it.
Probably Storvold, but they're both visually. It's kind of hard to say.
He's gonna, since the Resumer Haze just did an AoE thing, I guess he's gonna hit it.
Okay, throw 2.
Gross.
Neither of those hit. Sorry, dude. Zat, what you got, dog?
Hunter's marked it.
Going to take a shot at the Rimmer Haze. If I hit, which
Bam.
I do, I will use. I'm assuming he isn't cold aligned, so I'm gonna use frost shot as well.
Go ahead. Roll damage for your shot too.
Plus that sucks.
Okay.
16.
Well, he passes his save, but you watch again. Zatari's other leg ignites in this bluish light, and it crawls up to his arm, and he fires. And as it hits, you see a burst of ice and snow that almost immediately melts off and doesn't seem to have added anything. You gather that it is immune to fire and cold damage, because it is a creature of both. It's terrible. It does take the 11, and it bleeds on Brandon and deals 25 points of damage. Kidding about that last part, but
oh damn it! Okay.
I was about to say, I thought it was only 6. Come on.
Well, I get to roll it, but
another shot at the back of Storval's head.
Get him. That hits. Roll damage.
What is this bullshit damage I'm rolling?
Zatari, oh, I didn't roll 30 damage in one blow.
I mean, come on, dude. That's it. That's all I have now.
You do technically... Well, okay, never mind. Your turn's done, but you do technically have one more use of your pepper box. Special, because you...
Do I?
Yeah, because you have 2 guns now. You have 1 for each.
Gotta keep remembering that. Okay.
So, can't use it this turn, but you can move,
right.
Or, you still have your bonus action, too, I think.
I don't have anything else. Like, my first turn is all my shit, basically.
But
I'm good.
You have your bonus action to fire a 3rd shot.
You said I couldn't do it this turn.
Couldn't do it this turn?
You just said I couldn't.
No, I said you could move or use your bonus action.
Okay, well then yeah, I'll shoot again.
Yeah, fire away. Which one?
Ooh, Starbold.
You're welcome. Okay. What? Roll some damage.
And do I go again because of the crit? Or the nat 20, or how we do it? I forget.
Yeah, you can do it. So you can roll 2, or you can hit the name of the spell in the chat on Roll20, and it'll roll it for you with the crit built into it. So that's 15. It doesn't get the full 6 because it doesn't get to add the modifier. It only gets a 1, but that's 16 extra damage to Storbold, who's looking real fucking rough. As we go to him, he's looking anxious, searching around. Okay, he's gonna go 5, 10, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Ooh, sorry, Rimmer Hayes. Oh, no, he's not. You watch as, the same way he has been, instead of coiling the moisture in the air around him, he slams his fist onto the ground, and icy spikes emerge and shift off towards all 3 of you. Everyone there, make a dex save for me. Wait. Con save. Excuse me, con save.
Is that me?
Yeah, you as well. Both of you've passed. All 3 of you pass. So halved to 8, halved again for you guys because you all have resistance. Each of you take 4 damage, but this whole area becomes difficult terrain. I'm going to draw it out. I think it's all the way up to here.
So the way my feature is worded is whenever I take damage, I can use my reaction to cast the black hole that moves things.
Yeah.
I would like to do that and try to drag him as close to into the canyon or falling into it as I can. It says a creature within 10 feet of you. Here, I'll put it in chat.
Well, I know what it does, but I don't... How far does it pull them?
Has to make a strength saving throw. Takes 2d8 force damage on a failed save. Pushed up to 10 feet away from me, so... I would try to push him back into the canyon. I don't know if he would fall, but...
Go ahead and give it a go.
Back towards the canyon, at least.
He has to roll... He said a con save?
Yes, sir.
Oh, that's pretty good. He's got a 16. Yeah. What do you beat? Or what's your score?
No, that'll beat it, I'm sure.
Yeah. He does take half your damage, though. Is that right?
Indeed.
Okay. And with his bonus action, he's going to cast his final spell. Or I guess this one's more of a class ability. You watch as after making the area difficult terrain, he leaps up and goes incredibly high, uncomfortably high, 50, 60 feet into the air. Passes over all 3 of you. before landing beside
Okay.
his trusty steed. I think that's his full move. So Davos, what you got?
Attacking that Rimmer Haze.
Get him. Be careful. 12 does not hit. Bonus action.
I'm going to cast Shield of Faith on myself.
Okay. So that's a
gonna be
plus
plus
2.
2 to the AC.
All right. Mark yourself as concentrating because you've got that, and then if you want to put that in one of your bubbles so you remember, plus 2. With that, Bergen, what you got?
Action. Carwins. Oh. Can I assess Davos's hit points by looking at him? Not like, a numerical
Yeah, boys, if you want to say
value.
if you're critical or bloodied or battered, which is 25%.
Bloodied is under 50, but
Yeah.
not.
Yeah.
Yeah, bloodied.
What's the difference between critical and
Critical is bottom 10%. Battered is 25%.
I'm almost critical. Probably
Not
not technically
good
critical.
math.
Alright.
Yeah.
Yeah, bloodied.
I pass. Alright. I reach over and cure wounds on Davos for the action.
Solid.
Damn, son.
Wow. Holy. Okay.
Holy is right.
Um,
Holy helm. Say it.
That just doubled my hit points.
Say my god's name, bitch.
And bonus action, get that mace. Probably can't make it to Stormbolt, so I guess get it
5,
cracking on
10,
the
15, 20. Is it
Rimmer
20 or
Haze.
25?
I think it's 30.
Is it 30? Okay.
Yeah,
Go ahead and
just
roll
a-
for your swing, and when you roll it, if you don't mind to check that. I think you're
That-
right. I think it's
20.
30 feet within you your first time, and then it's 20 the turn after. Yeah, or turns after. So
Yeah.
it still is close enough to hit the Rimmer Haze, but go ahead and pop them.
Let's see here. Click the right one. Schwab.
Oh, I'm sorry. I just saw that. 17 hits. Yeah, that just beats. Deals 12 damage. Excellent. Excellent. Goldbrand, what you got? Unless you have another action. I'm sorry. No, that was your action.
No,
influence.
that's all.
Okay. You can move if you want, but we're gonna go to Goldbrand.
Well,
Isn't there something where if he healed somebody, he gets a free mace attack?
It's not a free, but he can use his bonus action.
Oh, okay.
It's sort of like having a spiritual mace without having the spiritual mace up.
Yeah.
Eh.
Which is handy because there's been times where it's like I have the mace out. It's like, well, I'm healing and I can't use it. Yeah.
It's way over there. I've got things to do. It's always so hard nowadays. No one ever calls. Goldbrand, what you got?
Goldbrand will. This is difficult terrain?
Yes,
So
everything in the triangle is twice your movement speed, or twice your speed to travel.
10, 15, 20. God damn it. 30. I still have.
Oh,
still have
Devin Green.
10 movement speed left after that. Is that within range to hit the Rimmer Haze?
If you move the 10 more feet, yeah. Or use the rest of your speed to move the 5 feet, yeah.
Well, I would like to stop there and use my bonus action to throw my fucking
Get him.
spear.
Goldbrand's like,
Well.
I'm not walking up to that things. I was nearly swallowed last time. I learned my lesson.
It's true. Goldbrand is also not feeling great,
Oh,
but he wants to fix that
13's
second.
Not it. You got an action.
Yeah, I can't afford to drop my rage to cast a spell to heal. Fuck it.
Yeah, that a boy. Swing. 26 hits and 17 hits. 17.
Plus 4 total.
You guys watch as there's this field of icy spikes that Goldbrand charges through, breaking off frozen spires, crushing ice beneath his feet as he comes up, and along the way fires off a javelin, which the Rimmerhaze swerves out of the way, but as it swerves, Goldbrand uses that to counteract into his axe, and you watch as it cleaves into the neck, about 10 feet from the top, goes about halfway through. He pulls it through and severs the head of the Rimmerhaze. Goldbrand, I do got some bad news that you take
damage for it.
15 fire damage as you're
Is that
doused. No, thank you. Yes, so it's 7. As he is doused in this boiling blood that hisses in the cold air. Excellent. Wow. I'm scaroused.
I fucking told you I would take scares of the world.
He do be saying that though.
We would be going to the Rimmerhaze's turn, but we're gonna go to Tally instead.
Yikes. Can Tally hit Storvald, or does he need to move forward?
I would say he probably has to move forward a bit. 3, 6.
Can he creep to here, like along the edge of the cliff?
Yes. Yeah.
2 attacks with that there Kai Korean.
Damn. Yeah. Roll
roll
damage. Or I'm sorry, 21.
Yeah. I was gonna use my bonus action to move Hunter's Mark, but I didn't do that. It's okay. I'll do it next turn.
You watch as 2 of the daggers fly into Storvold, and he curses in Jotun. And he looks over at Erebus, at his Rimmerhaze, and his eyes just like grow at first angry and furious, and then it shifts to terror. His mind aches as we go to Zatari.
Dun, dun, dun. Okay.
Pop, pop.
Pop.
One of those hits. Roll damage. 9.
9. And then uno más, because bullets.
Oh yeah. Okay. Roll damage.
Nice.
All right. 3 more shots from Zatari pepper him as Storvold raises his arm, and you can see he's bleeding. He is in that critical area. He is fanatic. As we go to his turn, he's between a rock and a hard place. Wishing he had saved that jump spell. I think he's gonna try to make a run for it.
What a bitch.
He's gonna dash off.
What a bitch.
50 feet.
Oh.
Brandon, your turn. You see him. You know he's faster than you. You see he's trying to flee. What do you do?
Yeah, no, but I feel bad taking the kill.
Do
I have to
it.
try.
I mean,
Do
depending
what you
on
must.
depending on
He
what
must
spell
go
you cast.
I mean, you know what it is.
Guiding bolt. Sleep. Guiding bolt hits.
Guiding bolt.
Roll some damage. What level was that at?
That was 3rd level.
You still have 3rd? Okay.
Yeah, that was the last one. And that's for 66. What? Bro, I feel like Zatari up in this BI.
Oh, that's close, but it's not quite there. You fire off the guiding bolt, and Storvold is wreathed in this glowing light. As we go to Bergen, what do you do?
Oh,
you see he's running. You know you've got moments to act.
Can the mace hit him from here?
You'll have to run.
Shooting mace?
It's 10.
Okay.
It's 20 to get out of that, and then 10 more, and then it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7,
And my
8.
movement's impeded.
What's your mace's range?
Yeah, I just realized I can check that. Let's see.
I don't know if I put it on there. That I'm thinking about it.
I'm pretty sure it is. 30 feet
I
away.
should have casted sleep.
So if
I will actually say, since Goldbrand charged through, you can get that first square free. So you can do, or not free, but without the extra movement. 5, 15, 20, 25, 30. If I'm not mistaken, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3.
I could try to command him. Is he 60 feet away?
You can use.
Bravo, bitch.
I'm trying to think. You can use your action to dash to get closer. but it's a
Well, but I
bonus
wouldn't be
action
able
to do it.
Yeah,
But you'd have a bonus action left.
it's an act, right?
You could recast your spiritual mace and pop him with that. If you have a spell slot for it.
I do have a spell slot for it. Yeah, if that's the only way I can hit him, that's what I'm gonna try to do.
So you watch as Bergen
probably-
dashes forward, catches up to Storvold.
Ugh.
Oh,
You have
Yes.
inspiration.
it's,
Yes, I
I
do.
was gonna
Thank
say, do
you.
you still have
Inspire.
Come on, Mace.
Oh, come on, the suspense is killing me. Oh!
No.
Your god seeing you in this moment of critical focus, Stone Spire. Be my mace. Act
Please be
in
even
justice.
worse. Please be.
Roll another one. I feel like every time we try to do this, that's the inevitable result.
Are you
No!
fucking kidding me?
Same. Oh my god.
It's not meant to be.
Oh
Stormbolt, you
god.
fuck.
I love every second of this. We finish up on Birkin. Stormbolt in single digits. What do you do,
Whiff of it.
Goldbrand?
I can move
Goldbrand's got it.
45 feet, I guess. So this is 10.
Yeah.
5 to get out, so 15.
Yep.
20, 25, 30, 35, 40,
You can
45.
get up here, yeah.
Is that within 30 feet to throw the
Yes, sir.
javelin? Guess that's what I'll do.
You hit!
Can't get away.
Wow, that's like the first time that's ever hit. I'm kidding, but roll some damage. Yeah, you needed 5, you got 6.
Oh, nice.
You watch as Goldbrand,
I like to think he hits him in the. He wants to hit him in the calf with it.
you watch
fucking
as
roll.
Goldbrand
Achilles heel.
races through the ice, pulls back the javelin, throws it, catches Storvold in the thigh, who falls. And he turns to look up at you, Bergen. And you have
Keep Bergen.
a moment where you can finish this if you choose to.
Crush his fucking skulls in. You hear Goldbrand scream from.
He killed your mom. He killed your mom.
Shit.
Get it?
I use message to be like.
Roll with
"Mom,
advantage."
Mom, mom, echo. Mom. mom,
Well,
mom."
okay.
Come on, please hit one of these.
Chua.
Ugh, I think that's
No.
just a little too low. Roll one more. Roll with your advantage.
Is he, if he's rolling death saves, doesn't
Yeah, I was about to-
hit
I was about to say-
automatically?
Same
Well,
thing.
I was trying to do a thematic thing. We'll see what this turns into. I don't really give the enemies death.
All right.
Yeah. Okay. You come down. Your mace begins seeping this emerald green smoke, almost like a censer, and you swing it back, leaving this trail of smoke. And as you come down, the divine smite, the radiant energy imbued into your mace, crushes his head. 3 feet across, explodes. Blood begins pouring out and seeping into the canyon. And you have avenged your mother and slain Jarl Storvold.
Should have groveled.
Hurrah.
I can
That's
only get
gonna
so
be the
erect,
achievement.
please. Like,
That's gonna be the achievement name. Should have groveled.
grovel, bitch. Like, that was beautiful. Fucking shit. 10-10. Man, I really thought there was a second where he was gonna get away. But with that, my dudes, it is almost midnight. We did start late, so if you guys are down for doing 30 more minutes, we can. But I'll leave that up to y'all. If we have at least 3, we'll carry on.
I gotta work in the morning, but you guys, feel free to carry on without me. if you want.
Motherfucker.
I
Okay.
know.
Can you stay for the 4 more until midnight, and we'll just do one quick
Yeah,
pick?
yeah. No, I can stay about 10 more minutes.
Okay, cool. So, you stand over the corpse of Storvold, your heart pounding, part of you feeling righteous in your fury, part of you almost reluctant to take the role of executioner. But you know that you did the right thing. And you look beyond the corpse to see a familiar figure standing before you. And you realize He looks like your mother. As you see Artus Kimber standing before you. He looks to see Storvald's corpse. He looks up at you. And he comes to you and says, I have long awaited the next guardian of the ring. Helm had told me that one would come, no matter how far I traveled. Storvald would find me. But you would protect me from it, and thus protect the realm. Who are you, champion?
Shit. I guess I'm your one of your long lost nephews or something. We are at Bergen Stonespire.
He raises
Bergen
his,
fucking Stonespire.
he raises his eyebrows a bit. Stonespire, I do not know. What was your mother's name?
Her name's Kimber. Or you say pronounce it Kimber. Was her maiden name?
She asked for her first name, which I forget if we established or not. I think we do have it actually.
I think we did. It's in my notes somewhere. Let's see.
Gotcha. I'll check it out. Your mother was Ragova? Ragova?
Yeah, it started with an R or something.
When he hears this, his eyes grow a little wide. He goes, Ragova was my granddaughter. And you look at this guy, and he doesn't look old enough to have a granddaughter, let alone one as old as your mother would be. And he tells you, and he holds up his hand, and you see a ring, golden, covered in frost around his finger. He says, the ring, while a gift in many ways, bears a terrible curse. Not only are you susceptible to uncontrollable storms, it freezes time, preventing me from aging. I have lived some 250 years. Had dozens of family that I have outlived. But all for this moment. I am tired of being the guardian. And now you have come to me. Will you take up the mantle of guarding the Ring of Winter?
I suppose if it was tasked by Helm, that is what I do. I do for Helm.
He tells you that you will need to be at your full strength for this. It is a grueling test. You have a moment if you would like to patch yourself up using spells or potions or what have you. Or a short rest. You could take a short rest.
Yeah, no, I got spells. I can patch myself up.
I'm gonna use a spell to patch you up too, because you do that for us all the time.
Hell yeah, I can too.
Where'd it go?
Patch your boy
I
up.
can shoot you if you want. That's all I got.
I definitely touch him.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Healing Spirit. I was wondering if you had that yet.
Yeah.
So you get to roll that up to your proficiency bonus, I think.
+1, so it's 4 total.
Okay, so go ahead and roll 3 more.
Yeah. And this is all. Davos, do you need? Does anyone else need any besides Bergen?
I don't think so.
I don't think anyone else is really critical. Goldbrand, you're pretty beat up.
I definitely don't.
So let's give Bergen 2d6 more. I'll give myself 1d6 more.
So, Bergen, from Goldbrand, you take 11 healing points.
Give him the 6.
Okay, so 6 plus 1 is 7, plus 6 is 13, so take 13 points of healing. Goldbrand, you get 5. Davos, do you heal?
Do I need to, Bergen?
Hold up. Let me do, I'm gonna do...
Don't use any of yours.
No?
How much more do you need?
I think he's saying you can't heal for shit.
He's about halfway.
He's only halfway with that?
No, I'm a little over half my life.
Alright, I'll do Cure wounds.
Oh, if we do this over a short rest, we get to roll hit dice too.
If you choose to do short rest, you can. In fact, y'all are pretty fucked up. Why don't you?
No, wait.
Do y'all want to do the short rest? We're good.
I mean, if we're doing a short rest, I can just cast a
Well, you
prayer of healing on
yeah.
all of us.
You could probably use your hit die to get most of them back, if not all. We'll go ahead and take a short rest. Go ahead and use as many hit die as you gentlemen want.
So no casting the spells?
If you want to retcon and say that you guys rested instead, that's totally cool. But I love the thematic
Yeah.
of you bros helping each other out.
Like I said, I definitely touch them either way.
Yeah. Bergen, you feel Davos' hand touch your shoulder, and you expect to feel the familiar warm radiance of Lathander's magic, and nothing happens. You're just like, good job, buddy.
I do ask, hey, when you killed Stormbolt, did you say something cool? Like cool off or something?
Oh,
Definitely not witty enough for that.
man, that's ice
Shame.
fucking cold right there. Mm.
Shame.
I thought about maybe grilling him for more questions, but I couldn't think of anything there.
All right,
Ooh, I got 33 hit points back from
I
that.
see that.
That's also a quote, by the way.
Does that get my con mod added to those?
It
Oh.
should be your hit die plus your con mod for each dice.
That's an extra 9. Oh yeah, I'm much better.
Bergen, are you
Goldberg's
back
ready
at
to
full
fuck
yet?
shit up. He's excited. Goldberg's pumped. And Bergen caved in a giant skull, and he's like dancing around it. I think when Bergen smashed his skull in, Uthgard raised his axe to the sky, or Goldbrand raised his axe to the sky and was like, "Witness him."
You did tell him to
Oh.
fucking go. All right, you patched up, Bergen?
Yeah.
Okay. Artis kneels. Actually, he sits before you. And he holds out his hand with the ring, and he tells you to sit. You watch as he pulls with all of his might to get the ring off. And he pulls. And on the third, it finally gives way a bit. He purposefully has sat away from your party, because as he does this, the area explodes in a blizzard. And Bergen, I need you to take reduced to half 12 points of cold damage for me. As he extends the ring to you, the storm still going on. Take it, he says.
I takes it.
You put it onto your hand, and almost immediately it grows numb. Make a con save for me.
Schwang.
That just fails. Take halved to 8. Take 8 more cold damage. Your hand grows numb, and Artus looks anxious, his brow wrinkled. 10 minutes go by. Make another con save.
Oh no.
That's pretty bad. That's real bad. That's you guys watch as Bergen is shivering, like almost uncontrollably. Artus is growing hunched, and the lines upon his face are growing deeper. You feel like that Bergen might not survive this. If you would like to pop a hail on him, now is the time to do it. He's about to take a chunk of damage.
So Goldbrand could recast that healing spirit.
We can say you didn't do it since we took a short rest, if you would rather save that spell slot. Same for you, Davos. But he is in about 30%. Alright, Bergen, take 9 points of healing. Goldbrand. And 3 more from Goldbrand. But that's every round, so roll a few more of those. Go ahead and roll off 5.
5. Well, no, it only
Or
gets
4, sorry.
It only gets 3 more.
Yeah. So 13 plus 3.
13.
So regain 16 points, Bergen. Unless you
'Cause
already
this-
took the 3.
Constellation Bear stands over you while you accept this terrible burden.
Oh yeah, you've
I'm
never used this spell.
terrified for Bergen.
Goldbrand calls upon the healing spirit of Ursa, and a constellation appears. Is it It's not the size of a full bear, is it?
It's a 5-foot square, so it can be.
Oh, okay.
It takes up a 5-foot square. So.
As this bear stands over you and invigorates you, I do need you to take. You got a nat 1, so that's gonna hurt. Oh, I got a couple ones though. Take 9 points of cold damage, and make another con save for me. Oh, I'm sorry. No, that was a nat 1. Take 9 more points if you've already taken the first 9. That save passes. Your nose is running. Your teeth are chattering. Artus's skin grows sallow. His eyes sunken. Roll another. This is over the course of an hour.
I just looked at the fucker. A con save, you said?
Yes. Oh, gotcha. See it now. Beautiful. That just meets. You only take half. Fuck. One of those fill. Fuck. I'll find it later. As you take 8 points of cold damage. You are weary and exhausted, and Artus's hair is grayed and thinning. Make another.
Oh no.
Yeah, make another. Roll well. 20. All right. With that, you won't take any damage. But you feel as your blood runs cold, and Artus is growing excited, but he is visibly aged at least 5 decades. He went from being someone who could be your peer to someone who could be your grandfather. Roll one final check. And if you want before, you can heal yourself, but you need to make a wisdom save to try to do it.
Does that mean Goldberg?
I will do that.
So roll.
So you say just roll a wisdom save?
Roll a wisdom save first, and if you pass, you can
Okay.
use a spell yourself. That passes. Go ahead and use whatever spell you want. Oh god, what is going on over there? You've got so many questions. Oh.
Schwa.
18, solid. Gain those hit points, and then make your final con save. Oh, and you pass, thank God. You take... Fuck. Halved, 6 points of cold damage. And you feel like you can't blink. Your eyes feel frozen, while Artus's eyes grow milky and cataract. The ceremony ends and a wave of relief washes over you as you have finally acclimated to the ring. Artus tells you, I am pleased that you, mine own great-grandson, would make your mother proud in this way. The ring is an unending trial, and it will take constant vigilance to maintain. Storvald may be dead, but there are few others who are foolish enough to seek this ring, and those who do will be difficult to halt. And you watch as Kimber relents and passes, yielding to death after 2.5 centuries.
Damn. Grandpappy, no.
Thanos missed.
I have just added to your equipment Bergen's Ring of Winter, which does
shit.
a fuck ton of shit, but it is going to kick something off of your attunement. You have 3 things you're attuned to. You have to sacrifice something, and this is a cursed item. It cannot be easily removed.
Yeah, like 3 pulls.
What does it
That's about
do?
it.
Well, he had to make a strength save to force it off, and when it did, it had the outburst of inclement weather, and would have continued every round had someone else not tried to take the ring. It is, and you gather this swamp was not frozen before he came here. This multi-mile area of swamp was frozen solid because of the power of this ring. It's pretty chilling. Pun kind of intended. With that, my dudes, I think we're going to go ahead and call it end to tonight's session.
No word.
Hope you guys had fun. I know I had a blast.
No staff.
I know we got to a bit of a late start, but that's okay. Excited to get back to... you guys have got a couple things to wrap up before you head back to Nightstone. And then after that, to the Fire Giants. And if you...
So we're gonna get to
His
learn
body
to
had
ride
cold
things.
shoulder,
You are.
man.
Yeah, you guys are going to hit Neverwinter on the way back. Cold shoulder.
Or like always winter when Bergen gets there.
Right.
Oh,
You know, that's a good point, actually. I might have to think of something for that. That's pretty fun.
this is my reminder to myself that we want to harvest the parts from the Rimmer Haze before we leave.
You and Tally have advantage because y'all succeeded last time. If you two really quick want to knock out some checks, we can see if you get some plates.
Do I get advantage for being swallowed by the beast?
You get advantage on checks to swallow.
Whoa,
God.
that's the question.
Coated in Rimmer Haze saliva.
We'll use that later. Don't worry.
Is that a-
What did
is
you
that
say,
a
Spencer?
nature?
Goldburn, that's one pass.
Coated in Rimmer Haze saliva.
Oh, yeah. Gross. Still steamy.
2 checks with advantage, or
You get to make 5 total, so that's 3
Oh.
checks. You've had 1 pass.
well, that's one is Goldbrand's with advantage, the other's Tally's. With
I know.
advantage.
Collectively, of the 3 people who have rolled, you have 1 pass.
Oh, I see.
You get 2 more attempts.
Let's let Tally go again.
Okay, so that's a success. Roll again.
Can Tally go again?
Yeah.
All right, so Tally does all 3 of the successful ones. You and Davos have trouble. Like Goldburn, you think because you've done it before, it's going to be easy, and you just start prying. But this thing is
But it's still hot.
huge. Yeah. I was gonna. It's funny because I was gonna narrate that Bergen actually chilled it, but since we're trying to expedite, he uses the Ring of Winter to make it bearable. To where the beast, he like lays his hand on the beast, and even though it's immune to ice, you watch as that last bit of warmth within it just dies nearly instantly. I would be careful before you touch yourself later, Bergen. And you get 3 Rimmer Haze plates, which is enough to make a suit of armor. So you guys got some shit. Devin, if you'll add that to the bag of holding for me. You also are going to get a little bit of booty from Storvald. You get his helm, which is an Asturian artifact. It is an ancient helm that has the horns of 2 red dragons, 2 in the front, 2 in the back. You also get a bloodstone, which, while this is tied to Kimber's line, it will only search for people of Kimber's descent. It will actually... It is a diamond, technically. So if you want to use it for a Revify or something stronger, it is worth up to 3,000 gold pieces. So that's a pretty big fucking diamond. Hold on to that. Devin, if you'll drop that into chat, too.
Philosopher's Stone? Or...
Basically. And with that, my dudes, we're going to go ahead and call it a night. Thank you guys very much. I had a blast. Excited to get prepped for the shenanigans that are going to ensue. Now that Bergen has a worlding artifact. That's interesting. And we'll see how that goes.
It's fine.
I'm sure he'll just pray to hell.
Yeah, you better pray. Pray a lot. Okay. But with that, my dudes, best of luck to you all. Be safe. Love you guys. Take care of one another. And is it Friday yet?
Later, guys.
See you next week.
Later.